Game 5 finds us with a spotlight on Youth Night at W.L. Varner Stadium as our Wolverines return home after a successful road trip. The stage is set for the next act of the Battle of 221. This evening, a convocation of Eagles flies into Woodruff to take on our pack of Wolverines. Tonight, the 3A number 2 ranked Wolverines play host to the Chesnee Eagles. Live on the Woodruff Wolverine Sports Network, it's Friday Night Football. We thank you all for being with us. Along with my broadcast partner, Morgan Smith, I am Tom Mobley, and we're set to bring you the excitement of Wolverine football. And also in the booth tonight is the voice from the past. Rickson Lane is with us. We appreciate both of you guys being here tonight.
Tom, it's always a pleasure to be with you here at W.L. Varner Stadium, back after a few road trips, and having the original voice of the Wolverines here standing next to us, Mr. Rickson Lane. It's always a pleasure to see him.
Keeping us in line, keeping us in order. Well, tonight is the 51st meeting between Woodruff and Chesnee. The Wolverines lead the overall series 41-9 after a 45-28 win last season at Chesnee. Woodruff comes in at 4-0 for the season. The Wolverines are averaging 41.25 points a game, and our defense is allowing 17 points a game. Chesnee comes in at 3-1 for the season. Eagles are averaging 32.5 points a game and allowing 20.75. Always exciting football when these two communities and two teams get together.
Yes, sir. What everybody knows is the Battle of 221 here is always an exciting game. Wolverines are coming in on a hot streak. Chesnee's holding their own, obviously still at 3-1, as you mentioned. It's always a tough battle, regardless of records. This has always been a tough rivalry match that the Wolverines have looked forward to on their schedule.
Well, last Friday was probably our biggest night offensively of the season with 608 total yards, and I understand from Garrett Mitchell, we were 45 yards short of a school record.
Yeah, a tremendous offensive week last week. Wolverines came out, I know that we'll get into as we go further into the game, but where they have been a little bit slow to start offensively and just getting everything clicking together, they came out guns blazing last week and looked really smooth, everybody on the same page.
They did. Wolverines are averaging 399 yards per game, 176 on the ground, and 225 passing. Recap of the Woodmont game last Friday. As you already mentioned, Woodruff jumped on the Wildcats early and got 20 first quarter points on the way to a 27-0 halftime lead. Wolverines continued to play well on both sides of the ball in the second half and came away with a 48-6 win against 5A Woodmont.
Yeah, 5A Woodmont, as you mentioned, we talked last week when I was in school, graduating in 2005, Woodmont was a 2A school. Played them in a lot of our region games, especially in basketball and soccer that I played. And they have grown tremendously and have some really good athletes, some fantastic players on that side of the ball, but Woodruff was able to handle them last week really well.
Absolutely. And Connor Davis probably had his best night at quarterback so far this season, 354 yards and 3 touchdowns. He was 23 of 30 for the game, so he's continuing to do a good job in progressing each game.
Yes, he is. He's really coming into his own. We've talked about his growth from the spring game last week all the way till now. He looks very comfortable in the pocket and is just doing a great job leading this offense.
Absolutely. And rushing attack continues to be led by Aiden Gibson with 13 carries, 119 yards, and he also had a score. Jalen Lyles had 10 carries for 67 yards and a touchdown. Connor Davis, 8 carries, 47 yards, and 2 touchdowns. R.J. Bird had 7 carries, and Rico Abney got in and had a carry last Friday.
As we pause for prayer, I'd like to invite you to join us as we reflect upon the blessings of this day. Let us pray. Dear Lord, as we gather here tonight, we ask for your protection and safety for every athlete and spectator. We pray for our coaches and thank them for their unselfish dedication to the team. And in victory or defeat, please enable us all to display sportsmanship, grace, and humility. May we be worthy hosts for our guests and bring honor to our school on the field and in the stands. Help us to remember that we are all
So Morgan, our rushing attack seems to be in good hands with the stable of running backs that we have for this team this season.
It's done a tremendous job, Tom. As we've talked about, Aiden Gibson, obviously our primary rusher, is a great target coming out of the backfield. As a receiver, we use him multiple ways, but it never feels like we're losing anything if he needs to come out and take a breath, take a quick breather. We've got a tremendous stack of running backs that can come in and continue getting first downs and moving the ball for us.
We had 8 receivers catch passes last Friday. Corey Moats had 4 for 26 yards. Cam Taylor with 3 catches, 68 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Aiden Gibson, again, as you talked about coming out of the backfield, had 3 catches for 68. Rylan Renfro got a catch for 38 yards. Jalen Lyles. Skylar Barker had 3 catches for 23 yards, his first catches of the season. T. Glenn had his first catch of the season for 37 yards. And last Friday was Curtis Bell night. He had 8 catches for 89 yards, so he's really coming to the picture now for this team.
Yeah, if you were listening in with us last week, you might have got tired of hearing us call Curtis Bell's name, but he had a tremendous game. What I love seeing, Tom, is not just 1 or 2 names in that rushing attack and passing attack. We're able to spread the ball out. Everybody knows our top 3, Cam Taylor, Corey Moats, Aiden Gibson, and a lot of teams are going to key in on that. But when they do that, it allows us to spread it out. Connor Davis does a great job spreading the ball around and allows us just to be a multifaceted attack.
Absolutely. The players of the week for last Friday's game was offensively Connor Davis. We've already talked about 354 yards and his passing. Defense was Jordan Hood had 7 tackles, including a sack and a forced fumble. Special teams, Diego Tranquilino had 6 of 6 for point after attempts. For the season, he's 17 of 17.
Yeah, I wanted to highlight that. I noticed that in a kind of our post-game information that we had gotten last week. Tranquilino is doing a fantastic job. Perfect on the season, 17 for 17. Has come in and just been somebody that you can completely rely on. When you get in those close games, especially for these Wolverines, if you've played some of these bigger schools, you have to rely on making sure you get those extra points, because that can be a big difference maker at the end of the game, and he has done a fantastic job keeping us in that.
Absolutely. Defensively, Sean Graybill, again, led the team with 11 tackles. He has 41 for the season. Jalen Robertson, we'll talk a little bit about him later. He had 10 tackles, and Graybill and Robertson both had 2 tackles for loss. And as we've already mentioned, Jordan Hood had a sack. So defensively, we're doing exactly what we've done all season.
Yeah, as we came into the season, we knew our defense would be one of the top in the state, and they have proven themselves worthy of that title. Do a fantastic job, especially stopping the run up the middle. We have come into our own on the passing defense, where we may have there may have been a question mark earlier on in the season, but it's from top to bottom on our defense, it's been lights out.
Absolutely. Well, mention our profile player is we've decided on Jalen Robertson. He's listed as a linebacker, running back. He's mainly focused on defense this season. I know last season he played some running back, had over 200 rushing yards and 35 tackles last season. Through 4 games this season, Robertson already has 31 tackles, and he's second on the team. So, again, he's another one of these senior leaders that's very important to this team.
Yeah, holding down the middle really strong with War Daddy Graybill there, and just eliminating that running attack from these opponents that the Wolverines have faced so far this season. A great job, leads by example, tackles hard, which is what I love to see. A lot of times you just see him just kind of wrap up and fall down to the ground. He comes down wanting to put you on your back and does a really good job staying strong for this Wolverine team.
Absolutely. Well, we've already mentioned that it's youth night here at W.O. Varner Stadium, and as usual, the youth are down on the field forming a tunnel for the team to run through. And again, it's always good to see these future Wolverines on the field.
Yeah, this is I'm fortunate enough to be able to help coach some of these teams over the years, and this is a highlight for them for the season, to come out here with the guys that they view as heroes. These high school athletes, they may think they're just coming out here and playing a game on Friday, but they're setting the tone for what the future Wolverines are going to come along behind them, and it's always exciting to see them get out here and get high fives from these players.
Absolutely. So, well, some games in the area starting in the region. Broome is at Powdersville. Christchurch travels to Chapman. Union County, who got their first win of the season last Friday, travels to Chester. And Mountain View Prep will play Cabarrus, and that's 10 o'clock start on tomorrow, Saturday. Games in the area: Hillcrest is at Malden, Riverside at Dorman. Greenwood travels to T.L. Hanna, Spartanburg at Eastside. Boiling Springs at Gaffney, St. Joseph at Fountain Inn. Blue Ridge, at Pickens, and Easley travels to J.L. Mann. So as usual, a lot of exciting games, not only in the region but in the upstate every Friday night.
Yeah, and you're getting to the point, obviously, every game matters, but the closer you're getting to region play, even some teams starting region play, you're starting to play for those playoff spots. So every week, every game matters.
Wolverines have new uniforms tonight. They will be in white pants. And let's see, the jerseys will be maroon. Jerseys have shiny gold numbers trimmed in white. Helmets are the familiar gold Speed W. So a new look for the Wolverines as they take the field.
Yeah, one of these uniform choices tonight, the team is very excited about to put on tonight, and brings just a little bit extra excitement for them as they run out on the field.
Just been handed a note. Woodruff has won 7 straight against Chesnee, 6 of 7 by at least 13 points. So hopefully that trend continues tonight as we take on the Eagles.
Yeah, always a hard battle and one. Chesnee, I'm sure Chesnee is aware of that stat just like we are, and want to come in here and add another one to their win column and stop this Wolverine attack so far this season.
Well, Brett Sloan is in his 3rd season as a head coach for the Wolverines, has an overall record of 17-9 while he's been here at Woodruff. The Chesnee Eagles are in gold pants with white jerseys, have maroon numbers trimmed in gold, and the helmets are bright gold, so they'll take the field in some different uniforms that we haven't seen those guys wear as well.
Yes, they're running out onto the field now, Tom, have broken through their cheerleaders, and their fans have traveled well here tonight, looking to cheer them on to what they hope is a victory. The Wolverines are going to do everything that they can to stop that.
Absolutely. Well, the banner to our left over by a concession stand has been put up for the Wolverines as the football players come across the parking lot. They will gather behind that banner and run through the tunnel, as we mentioned, that has been formed by the youth here in the Woodruff community. Brett Chappell is the head coach for Chesnee in his 2nd season. Quarterback to lead their run-heavy Eagle offense will be Evan Reese-Louder. Kyle Thrift will be the main ball carrier, but there will be others in the mix tonight. Now the fans, most of the fans here at W.R. Varner Stadium are on their feet, especially the students down to our right, as the smoke will begin to rise pretty soon. Morgan, defensively tonight, what do we need to do to win this ball game?
Defensively tonight, Tom, we need to keep doing what we've been doing and holding strong, staying home in our positions. As Coach Sloan mentioned in his pregame conference this week, junior quarterback Reese Lauder is a run threat, not only a pass threat. They're going to be a run-heavy team. Running back Cale Thrift is going to be somebody that we're going to have to contain. So looking for that middle linebacker core to stay strong, as well as our DBs. As we've talked to them, they've come in strong over the last few weeks, done a really great job of breaking up the passes, and something we're going to have to do tonight.
Well, the smoke has arisen from the banner to our left, and as you can probably hear, the Wolverines are coming through that youth tunnel as they make it to the near sidelines. Offensively, I think we need to use our balance to attack to control the clock. But again, if Chesnee is a run-heavy offense, we need to limit our empty possessions. Just our offensive line, again, is continuing to get better and better each game, doing a good job protecting Connor and opening holes. So we need to continue to do that again tonight.
Again, on the defensive side, Tom, last week we had a little bit of trouble jumping off sides on those hard counts, something that we're going to really have to focus on tonight. I'm sure the coaching staff has worked on that throughout the week and just being really disciplined on watching that football.
Yeah. Chesnee have a few players that will play both sides of the ball, so hopefully we've talked so much about this season about our strength and conditioning, so hopefully toward the end of this game, our strength and conditioning could pay dividends again tonight.
Oh, and it has so far this season, especially in the Fountain Inn game and the Emerald game, as we kind of had to work really hard in the first half. We were able to kind of take them to the deep waters in the second half, as Coach Sloan mentioned, and really use our strength and conditioning from Coach Thomas and his staff have done a tremendous job. We really use that to our advantage.
Well, in case you kind of missed it, we defeated Woodmont last Friday 48-6 at Woodmont. Chesnee going 3-1. They defeated RS Central last Friday 28-21, and it looks like the Chesnee Eagles are they're already on the field ready to get this ball game started as we get our last minute instructions on our return team as we will receive the ball first to start this game here on Youth Night at W.L. Varner Stadium. And again, we appreciate I try to keep up with the stats during the game, but I'm writing down so many stuff going on in my mind and in the plays and everything I'm writing down. So hopefully things will be a little bit better and we'll get a little more up-to-date stats with Rickson here helping us with that.
He'll be our chief radio operator tonight, or chief of radio operations tonight.
There you go.
Will keep us straight tonight.
Absolutely. Well, again, we're about a minute away from starting this one. And again, Morgan, I love these new uniforms, maroon tops, white pants, and I think we were expecting to have a little trouble seeing those numbers, but now that the sun's gone down, the gold shiny numbers trimmed in white, I think we'll be okay up here in the booth.
I think we'll be able to see them again. It's always exciting. You get something new, from Phenom Athletics, new uniforms. And these Wolverines are excited. The fans are excited. It's toga night here in our student section, and they always bring a ton of energy.
I have 3 safeties deep to receive this kickoff. Eagles will be kicking off right to left, and the ball is in the air. It's a short kick. It's going to be called at about the 23-yard line. Got a big space here near the near sideline. He's up past the 40 to the 45, still going past midfield. He's forced out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. We'll see where they mark him. Looks like you're going to mark him at the 36-yard line. So a nice start to this ball game for the Wolverines.
It's number 13, Skylar Barker, on the return for the Wolverines. Had some great blocking out front of him and was able to break a few tackles and get across midfield.
First down and 10 for the Wolverines at the Eagle 36-yard line. Aiden Gibson comes out as a tailback. Connor Davis in the gun. We have 3 wide receivers to the top of the formation. The H-back left side is Cam Taylor. And we've gotten this ball game underway. Snap is back. Going to hand off to Aiden Gibson. The stutter step in the backfield. Big hole left side. Rolls over a couple of people. Still going inside the 10. My goodness, what a run by Aiden Gibson. Going to mark him at the 8-yard line.
Able to bowl over a few defenders on his way down to the 8-yard line. Tackled by number 33, Ashton Morrison.
28-yard run to start this ball game for Aiden Gibson to be first down and goal at the 8 for the Wolverines. 2 wide receivers, top of the formation. Again, going to hand off to Gibson, big hole left side. Pushes the pile forward down to about the 1, a gain of 7 yards. It'll be second down and goal.
Tackled by number 2 for the Eagles, Blake Cochran.
Second down and goal at the 1. Wolverines in a hurry up. Davis takes a snap. Going to hand off to Gibson. He's in the end zone for the score. Wolverines are on the board with 11:01 left to go in the first quarter.
Touchdown, Aiden Gibson there. Great blocking there by this offensive line. Had a few of our offensive line starters out this game due to injury, but it doesn't look like they missed very much, able to create a really good hole for Aiden to slide through for the touchdown.
Tranquilino in for the point after attempt. As we've already mentioned, 17 for 17 this season. Point after attempt to come. Jackson McCarley to hold. Snap is back. Kick is up. Kick is good. So with 11:01 left to go in the first quarter, Wolverines on the board. They lead the Chesnee Eagles 7-0.
Abrams Construction. Visit AbramsLLC.com to plan your new custom home or renovation project. That's AbramsLLC.com. Allstate Insurance. Alex Davis. Alex Davis is a graduate of Woodruff High School and a member of the 1991 Upper State Championship football team. He is now an Allstate agent with more than 20 years of experience. Please reach out to our alumni and Allstate agent, Alex Davis, for all of your insurance needs at alexdavis@allstate.com. Davis Auto Sales of Woodruff. We have served the community for 30 years, selling more than 70,000 trucks, cars, and SUVs. Come see us for your automotive needs. Located at 701 North Main Street, Woodruff, where you are treated like a friend and not just another customer. Financing available.
59 seconds it took. 3 plays, 36 yards. Wolverines on the board. They lead the Chesnee Eagles 7-0 here on Youth Night at W.L. Varner Stadium. Joshua Ruiz to kick off. They'll be kicking left to right toward the dressing rooms. 2 safeties deep back for the Eagles to receive this kickoff. And Morgan, exactly what we talked about. We need to get a fast start, and that's exactly what happened here tonight. Ball's in there. It's a low line drive kick. It's going to bounce, be picked up at about the 20-yard line on the far side. Pretty decent return. It's going to be marked out of bounds around the 45. So a pretty decent return for the Chesnee Eagles as they start their first drive of the evening.
It's number 11, Cale Thrift, on the return for the Eagles.
That was Gibson's 7th rushing touchdown for the season. He has 9 total. So good to have him on the field on the offense. Right at the 42, Chesnee has it first down and 10. 3 wide receivers to the near side, empty backfield. Quarterback rolls out to his left. He's under some pressure. He's going to be hit and dropped for a loss of about 3 yards. Tried to get out in space to the near side and look upfield. Nobody was open. We brought him down for a 3-yard loss.
That's number 16, Jackson McCarley, coming in from the linebacker position from the far side to make the tackle here on the near side.
Clock moving, 10:30 left to go here in the first quarter. It's second down and 13 for the Chesnee Eagles. Now back at their own 39-yard line. Eagles come out of the huddle. They'll have 3 wide receivers top of the formation, 1 to the boundary down low. Quarterback in the gun. Tailback to his right. Going to hand off to the tailback. He's going to make it maybe back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him an extra yard. It's going to be 3rd down and about 9 to go for the Eagles.
That's number 9, Sean Graybill, and number 21, Jalen Robertson, in on the team tackle for the Wolverines.
This will be 3rd down and 8. Made it up to the Chesnee 44-yard line. And the Eagles coming out of the huddle. They'll have 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the top of the field. H-back on each side of the formation. Quarterback going to take the snap. Looking to pass on the far side over the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Off one receiver and caught by the other one. That's going to be enough for an Eagle first down.
Yeah, tipped by the first receiver, went through his hands. Number 21, Franklin, for the Eagles, was able to reel it in on the tip and get up for the first down.
Down to the 38-yard line, the Woodruff side of the 50. First down and 10 for the Eagles. Again, they huddle for each play. Looks like 1 wide receiver to each side. Again, H-backs each side of the formation for the Eagles. Single coverage down there. Going to hand off to the tailback. A flag comes out on the far sideline. It's going to be brought down for a loss of about 3 yards, but a flag came out on the far side of the field.
McCarley and Jalen Robertson in on the tackle for the Wolverines for a loss.
Like a sideline warning against the Eagles. That's the first, so there'll be no penalty, but there is a loss of 3 yards. It'll be second down and 13. .8:40 clock moving here in the first quarter. Wolverines with a 7-0 lead on the Chesnee Eagles. And it looks like a timeout has been called by the Eagles, and that'll give us an opportunity to hear from some more of our sponsors.
ESS Industrial. At ESS Industrial, we create value by moving metal. Let us bring a total solution for all of your rigging, equipment, recycling, and storage needs. Go Wolverines! Woodruff Federal Savings and Loan. Are you ready to secure your financial future? For over 90 years, Woodruff Federal customers have experienced personalized banking services from home financing to savings. Visit woodruffederal.com or call 864-476-8144 to secure your financial future today.
Wolverine defense again doing what they've done all season. 2 tackles already for loss. And really the one pass that they've thrown was almost a mistake. It was off one receiver's hand and fell into another one, so that gave them a first down. They're going to fake end around. They're trying to do a little misdirection, and he's going to get back to the 40-yard line. It's still going to be short of the original line, so it's going to be 3rd down and about 12 to go.
Tackled by number 9, Sean Graybill for the Wolverines. He's a defender that we've talked about all season, one of the leading linebackers in the entire state. And once he gets his hands on you, you're not getting away from him.
Morgan, has he been in on every tackle so far tonight?
It looks like it. He's going to be involved in one way or the other, whether it's making you cut back to a teammate that's going to be involved in the tackle. He's got a tremendous presence there in the middle of the field.
Yeah, the Eagles tried a little misdirection on that little play, but defense didn't fall for it. And, again, they gained about a yard, but still it's going to be 3rd down and long. 3 wide receivers, top of the formation, 1 to the boundary down low. Quarterback in the gun takes a snap, looking to pass. Out of the pocket, and he's going to be brought down again of a loss back around the 44-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and long.
Again, none other than number 9, Sean Graybill, as well as number 10, Trayvon Lee, coming in to make the tackle.
So it looks like the Eagles were in punt formation. Number 13 to do the honors for the Eagles. We'll have 1 safety back. Number 17 is Curtis Bell. Again, had a tremendous game last Friday at Woodmont with 8 catches for 89 yards. He settled in and around the 10-yard line and received his punt. Punt is over his head. Gets away. He's going to be brought down just outside the 40-yard line. So, again, good field position for the Wolverines on a bad snap from the center. Went over the head of the punter. Wolverines will have it 1st down and 10.
2 Wolverine players, first ones there, able to bring him down. Number 1, Ty Moats, as well as number 27, Addison Davis.
So we will have it 1st down and 10 on the Chesnee 42-yard line. Wolverines with 7:03 left to go here in the first quarter with a 7-0 lead against the Chesnee Eagles.
Again, Tom, great to see a full stadium here tonight at W.O. Varner Stadium, both on the home side and the Chesnee side. Here to see our number 2 ranked Wolverines in the entire 3A state ranks, improving themselves, obviously early in the game, but this defense and offense seem to be clicking pretty well as we get this game started.
I think that these new uniforms, I think these players are really enjoying these new uniforms. They're showing off in them so far.
Anytime you can give yourselves anything to get that little bit of extra excitement, to get a little bit more fired up to play. These Wolverines are always fired up to play, but if you give them that little bit just to turn that notch up one dial, it's not going to work out well for you if you're an opposing team, especially coming in here to W.O. Varner Stadium.
Absolutely. Defense for the Eagles are already on the field, and here come the offense for the Wolverines. Connor Davis leads them out. He'll be in the shotgun. We'll have Aiden Gibson to his right. 1 wide receiver to the near side, 1 up top, 2 tailbacks in the backfield with Connor Davis. Ace back right side to the near side is Cam Taylor. Snap is back, gonna hand off to, looks like Lyles coming to get to the edge, a little stutter step. Gets down just outside the 35, but a flag didn't come out, and usually in the area of holding on the offense.
Had a blocker out here on the near side. Yep, it's going to be holding against the offense.
Holding on the offense. Flag was thrown at around the 39-yard line, so will be marked off from there. It'll still be 1st down, and there's 1st down and about 18 yards to go. First down for the Wolverines. 2 wide receivers, top of the formation, 1 down low to the boundary. A little reverse. That is to Barnaby. He's down the far sideline. He is going to be in the end zone for the touchdown. Wolverines pulling out a little trickeration here to get on the board.
Yeah, great reverse there to Caden Barnaby, probably one of the fastest kids on the team, starting shortstop for our Woodruff High School baseball team. First-year football player, has a tremendous amount of speed.
Reason it took me a little bit of time to get him with there's some numbers that are different this season. He usually wears 0, and tonight he's wearing 84, but he got loose on the far sideline on that reverse. Got in the end zone with 6:37 left to go in the first quarter. Tranquilino with the point after attempt. Snap is back. Kick is up. Kick is good. So with 6:37 left to go here in the first quarter, Wolverines with a 14-0 lead against the Chesnee Eagles.
Rand Wilson, Woodruff State Farm agent. Rand Wilson with State Farm. your trusted Woodruff State Farm agent for more than 42 years. Stop by 210 Gregory Street for a home and auto quote and receive a bundle. Call 864-476-2725. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Zaxby's of Roebuck. Swing into Zaxby's of Roebuck before or after the game today. Located on Highway 221 in Roebuck, make Zaxby's the perfect stop to feed your family or team. The great taste of Zaxby's chicken fingers and buffalo wings will be a touchdown for all Wolverines. Zaxby's of Roebuck is a proud supporter of Woodruff High School football.
Morgan, the Wolverines have won 4 plays from scrimmage, 87 yards for 2 scores. They lead 14-0 here on youth night here at W.L. Varner Stadium against the Chesnee Eagles. Joshua Ruiz to kick off left to right from our 40. 2 safeties deep back for the Eagles to receive this kick. It's going to be a high kick that is going to go out of bounds inside the 10. So that should give the Eagles pretty decent field position as they start their second drive of the evening.
Wolverine defense comes back out on the field, looking to continue to contain this Eagle offense. Done a great job so far. As we figured, Chesnee would be a primary run heavy offense, and they have done that. Wolverines have been able to contain them up the middle, and we'll look to see what happens when they start getting a little antsy and try to air the ball out.
First down 10 for the Eagles at their own 35-yard line. 6:37 left to go in the first quarter. 1 wide receiver to the near side, 3 to the boundary up top. And a whistle blows. And it looks like a timeout. Looked like they need to get the chain set on the far side. They had one down at the line of scrimmage, and they had to stretch it out for the 10 yards. So now it remains first down and 10. 6:36 left to go in the first. Quarterback takes a snap. Trying to set up something here to the near side. A little stutter step. He's got the first down right at the 45-yard line. It's going to be enough for an Eagle first down.
It's number 1, Blanton, on the reception for the Eagles.
That's single coverage there here on the near side. We held him up long enough for the rest of our defenders to get there and not allow him to get upfield. First down 10 for the Eagles at their own 45. Three wide receivers top of the formation for the Eagle offense. One to the boundary down low. Quarterback's going to hold on to it and trying to get to the outside. Going to be brought down again for about a 2-yard loss, and a flag from the deep secondary comes in. It was a loss that looks like about 3 yards. Should be second down and 13, but we'll see what the flag is. Personal foul, face mask against the defense, against the Wolverines, and that should be enough for an Eagle first down.
Trayvon Lee, number 10, came in to make the tackle for the Wolverines. A very strong and physical tackle, laid him on his back, but negated with the face mask penalty.
Ball will be marked at our 40-yard on a first down and 10 for the Eagles. They trail our Wolverines 14-0, coming up on 5:50 left to go in the first quarter. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the boundary up top. Quarterback in the gun, takes a snap. Going to fake to him rolling out to the left, looking downfield, throws to a receiver, is caught inside the 30-yard line. They'll mark him, looks like around the 28, and that'll be enough for another Eagle first down.
It's number 1, Blanton, on the reception for the Eagles. Number 2, Malachi Thompson, on the tackle for the Wolverines.
That threat by their quarterback to run when he rolls out of the pocket is really giving them some time to look downfield and get some open receivers.
Yeah, similar look to Fountain Inn's quarterback when we played them, as he would draw the defenders up and then leave some of the receivers open.
First down and 10 for the Eagles at our 29-yard line. 3 wide receivers, top of the formation. Quarterback takes a snap, going to hand off to the tailback, number 11. He may get a yard or 2, but that is about it. It's be second down and 8.
It's number 11, Thrift, on the run for the Eagles. Number 9, Graybill, and Robertson coming in to make the tackle.
Looked like a hole to start with, but again, when he got just past the line of scrimmage, a host of Wolverines there to bring him down. They gave him a yard, second down and 9. Clock moving down to 4:45 left to go in the first. Quarterback in the gun. 3 wide receivers, top of the formation. He takes a snap, looking to pass. Throwing downfield, and I think a flag is going to come out. Some hand fighting down now the goal line, and that's going to be probably against the Wolverines, and that'll give the Eagles a first down.
Pass intended for number 1, Braylon Blanton for the Eagles.
So this run-heavy offense that we heard about for these Eagles, it seems like they've come out and doing a pretty decent job passing the ball down the field.
They are. We've had several penalties for at least, 20 yards, 25 yards, 2 penalties that have allowed the Eagles to move the ball downfield. First
down and 10 for the Eagles at our 14-yard line. We lead them with 4:31 left to go in the first. Wolverines with a 14-0 lead. Here at the Battle of 221 here at W.R. Varner Stadium on Youth Night. 1 wide receiver, top of the formation. Everybody else bunched in pretty kind of tight. Snap is back. Going to hand off to number 11. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard, maybe a yard, and that's going to be it.
Number 31, Zach Ramey, coming in to make the tackle for the Wolverines.
Second down, and looks like about 9 to go for a first down. Again, the Eagles huddle after every play. They use usually a wide out to bring the play in. Wolverine defense already set. Eagles come out of the huddle. 3:55 clock moving here in the first quarter. They flip the formation. 1 wide receiver to the near side. Everyone else bunched in kind of tight. Quarterback takes a snap, throwing into the end zone. It's going to be knocked down. Double coverage. Good job out of safety coming over to make sure that receiver did not get it. It's going to be 3rd down and 9.
Number 2, Malachi Thompson was in as the DB on that receiver. Number 1, Ty Moats coming across from the safety position to knock the ball free.
3rd down and 9. Clock stops with 3:41 left to go here in the first quarter. Clock moving now down to 20 seconds on the play clock. Another receiver comes in with the play. Eagles break the huddle. Tight formation except 1 wide out, number 13 wide to the near side. 3rd down and 9. Quarterback going to take the snap. He's going to take off and run, and he avoided a couple of tackles. He may get back. He's going to lose back to down to the 10-yard line. It's going to be 4th down from there.
Yeah, we held him up for a while. Number 1, Ty Moats, came out of the pile with the ball, but they had already blown it dead.
4th down, it looks like about 6 for the Eagle offense. And it looks like they may be trying for a field goal. As the kicker comes on, the kicker will be number 58 to attempt this kick. From the 18 to 28-yard attempt. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 2:49 left to go in the first quarter, the Eagles are on the board. They trail our Wolverines 14-3. Listen to Wolverine football on the Woodruff Wolverine Sports Network.
Coleman Farm Supply. Coleman Farm Supply has all of your farm, home, landscaping, fencing, building, and lumber needs in one stop. Come see us today. Harrison & Son Contractors Incorporated. For 75 years and 3 generations, Harrison & Son Contractors have been serving Woodruff and the entire upstate. From residential, sewer, and water services and repairs, sewer cleaning and camera inspections, residential landscaping and grading, to complete residential and commercial site development, Harrison & Son Contractors has you covered. Call us at 864-476-0032.
28-yard field goal, 28-yard field goal for the Eagles puts them on the board. They trail our Wolverines 14-3 with 2:49 left to go in the first quarter here at W.R. Varner Stadium.
Yeah, Tom, as we mentioned, there's some costly penalties hurt the Wolverines there on that drive, and when the Eagles were able to move the ball downfield.
3 safeties deep receive this kick for the Wolverines. Ball's in the air. It's going to be picked up at about the 20-yard line. Coming up to the near side. Got a crease. It's going to be pulled down just shy of the 40-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark him around the 39. That'll be first down and 10 for the Wolverines there.
It's number 17, Curtis Bell, on the return for the Wolverines.
At the 39-yard line, at our own 39-yard line. Time of possession so far, Chesnee has 7:41. Wolverines 1:04. Wolverines with a 14-3 lead.
Striking quickly.
Yes. 3 wide receivers, top of the formation, empty backfield. Connor Davis looking to pass. Good protection, thrown out to the near sideline. It's going to be inside the 45, and that is going to be Aiden Gibson with the reception.
Yeah, Aiden does such a great job coming out of the backfield, has really sure hands. Again, we can line him up at receiver and have done that several times for some long balls. Just a tremendous athlete for this Wolverine offense.
Looks like a gain of 4 yards to be second down and 6 for the Wolverines. 2-by-2 set for the offense. Gibson now in the backfield to the right of Connor Davis in the gun. Clock moving, coming up on 2:10 left to go in the first. Davis takes a snap, looking to pass. Good protection, looking downfield for Barnaby. Did he catch it? Oh, it came out of his hands right at the last minute. Tight coverage down at around the 10-yard line. Barnaby almost came up with it, had it in his hands.
Looked like he almost had that ball pinned against him. Got a flag on the far sideline, Tom. Looked like he almost had that ball pinned against the defender, and it came loose.
Looks like it is going to be against the Wolverines. I'm assuming it was holding against the offense. No, it's only a 5-yard infraction.
I believe it was illegal motion.
So it'll be second down and about 11 to go. 3 wideouts, top of the formation, 1 to the boundary on our side of the field. Gibson, tailback to the right of Davis. Davis takes a snap. Trying to set up something on the far sideline, a little bit high, trying to get Renfro on the far sideline. It was off his fingertips, and it's incomplete.
And Renfro had to leave his feet there to try to get that ball. It fell right through his hands. Bring up third down.
Third down and 11 for the Wolverine offense. 2-by-2 set. 2 wideouts to each side of the formation. Connor Davis in the gun with Gibson to his left. 1:27. Clock moving to go in the first quarter. Going to fake in the backfield, looking downfield. He's got Cam Taylor, who's got the first down. It's going to be marked out of bounds at around the 47, 48-yard line of the Chesnee Eagles.
Cam Taylor proving why he's one of the top tight ends in the state. A tremendous blocker, but also has sure hands. 2 touchdowns last week against the opposing team for the Wolverines.
First down and 10 for the Wolverines at the Eagle 47-yard line. 3 wide outs, top of the formation. Going to hand off to Aiden Gibson in the backfield. Again, that stutter step in the backfield. Runs over a couple of players, runs by some players, and a flag comes out. I think it's going to be a late hit personal foul against the Eagles.
Number 1, Blanton in on the tackle for the Eagles, able to bring Aiden Gibson down.
Ball's going to be marked at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of like 18 yards, but I believe they'll tack on 15 from there. Dead ball personal foul targeting against the Eagles.
Continue moving them downfield, Tom.
Still walking. Looks like they will be inside the 15 and around the 14-yard line. Be first down and 10 for the Wolverines. 1:08 left to go in the first.
Number 3, Jalen Lyles checking in for the Wolverines.
One wide receiver to each side of the formation. 2 tailbacks in the backfield. It looks like a timeout is going to be called by the Chesnee Eagles. That'll give us an opportunity to hear from some of our sponsors. You listen to Wolverine Football on the Woodruff Wolverine Sports Network.
Luck Stone. At Luck Stone Innery, Stone is just the start. We ignite human potential and proudly support our schools, teams, and the future of our community. Pro Physical Therapy. Pro Physical Therapy is proud to support Woodruff High School athletics. We have served the Woodruff community for more than 20 years. We strive to provide the most comprehensive physical therapy and rehabilitative services. Please contact us at 476-6600 for any of your rehabilitative or fitness needs. Check us out at pro4pt.com. We also have locations in Duncan, Inman, and Landrum ready to serve you.
Back at W.F. Varner Stadium, 1:04 left to go in the first quarter. Aiden Gibson with 4 carries, 55 yards so far in the first quarter. Wolverines will have a first down and 10 at the Chesnee 15-yard line. They lead 14-3 here on youth night. Wolverines break the huddle. They'll have 2 wideouts to each side of the formation. Lyles remains in at tailback to the left of Connor Davis. Going to hand off on a touch pass coming across the formation by Aiden Gibson. He is going to go in. They may have touched him when he got to about the 2-yard line, but that's about it.
Yeah, they were able to just touch his foot as he went in for the Wolverines score. Great job, Aiden Gibson, coming across from the near sideline on the touch pass, as Tom mentioned, and lead blocking there for him from the far sideline created a tremendous amount of room.
Wolverines on the board again. 57 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Tranquilino to kick. Perfect on the season. I hope I didn't jinx him. Snap is back. Kick is up. Kick is good. So with 57 seconds left to go in the first, Wolverines with a 21-3 lead against the Chesnee Eagles.
Church at the Mill. Looking for a place to worship and connect? Join us at Church at the Mill Woodruff. Sunday mornings at 9 or 11 a.m. or any time during the week for programs and events. Learn more at woodruff.churchatthemill.com. Woodman Life. Are you looking for help to secure your family's financial future? Paul Winters, your local Woodman Life representative, is here to help. Call Paul today at 864-427-7595 to find a life insurance solution that fits your needs.
Now, Morgan, is this fast enough for you?
This is exactly what we talked about needing to happen on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, they're doing exactly what we talked about as well, just following the game plan. Wolverines have been tremendously prepared this week. Coaching staff has done a great job getting them ready for this Eagle team.
Play-wise, that's the longest play we've had, longest drive we've had tonight. 6 plays, but we got in the end zone. 21-3 we lead the Chesnee Eagles here just before the second quarter starts. Kick is up. It's going to make the end zone, and the Chesnee Eagles will take over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Last 13 quarters, Connor Davis has 10 touchdown passes.
In an environment where Connor Davis coming in as a brand new starter this week, and there was just a little question mark around him. We know the athlete that he is, but just coming into a new position, he has proven himself extremely strong in that position and getting more and more comfortable play by play.
He really has, game by game. First down 10, they're going to hand off to a tailback going across the formation. He's out in space. He's got the first down still going outside the 40-yard line up to about the 42. A gain of 22 yards, and that's going to be enough for an Eagle first down.
That's number 2, Blake Cochran, on the run for the Eagles.
Clock starts to move now. Inside 45 seconds left to go in this first quarter. First down 10 for the Eagles at their own 43-yard line. Eagles come out of the huddle. They'll have one receiver to the near side, one up top to the boundary. Now they start number 11 in motion. They're going to hand off to him, trying to go across the formation. He's got close to 4 to 5 yards to be second down and about 5 to go.
Hit hard coming across the line by number 40, Adrian Hill. A huge pickup for this Wolverine defensive team this year. A transfer in, first-year player for the Wolverines, but been a huge asset for them here in the middle of the field.
And that is going to be the last play of the first quarter. Wolverines leading the Chesnee Eagles 21-3 after 1. You're listening to Wolverine football on the Woodruff Wolverine Sports Network.
Country Lawn and Tractor. Come out to see us at Country Lawn and Tractor, 5080 Highway 101, Woodruff, South Carolina. We carry Cub Cadet, Hustler Turf Equipment, and Spartan Mowers, Yanmar Tractors, D.R. Horton, and we service almost every brand with a large variety of parts. Cross Anchor Chiropractic. Do you want to feel better and have more mobility in your everyday life? Wellness starts here at Cross Anchor Chiropractic. Give us a call and let us help you enjoy a more pain-free and healthy lifestyle.
Just about to start the second quarter here at W.L. Warner Stadium on Youth Night. Wolverines with a 21-3 lead against the Chesnee Eagles. The Eagles will have it second down and 6 as we start the second quarter. 2 wide receivers to the near side. They start number 11 in motion, going to fake to him, throwing out to the near side. He's got away from a couple of defenders. He's got the first down. They're going to be close to the 45-yard line, maybe the 46, but that's going to be enough for an Eagle first down.
It's number 1, Blanton, on the reception for the Eagles. Their primary target so far tonight on this pass portion of their offense.
First down and 10 for the Eagles at our 45-yard line. Number 22 comes in to bring the play from the sideline. Eagles break the huddle. They'll have 1 wide receiver to the field side, 1 to the boundary down low. Quarterback in the gun, takes the snap. Going to hand off to number 11. A little misdirection in the backfield. A gain of maybe 2 to be second down and 8.
Trayvon Lee and Graybill in on the tackle for the Wolverines. Number 40, Adrian Hill, checking out for a breather.
Clock moving with 11:35 left to go before halftime. Wolverines with a 21-3 lead against the Chesnee Eagles on the Battle 51st act of the Battle of 221. Same formation for the Eagle offense. 1 wide receiver to each side. Quarterback in the gun, takes a snap, going to fake the number 11 in the backfield. He's trying to get it loose, and he's going to be dragged down back to the original line of scrimmage, so we'll give him a loss of 3 yards. Actually going to pass not quite to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be third down and 11.
Number 10, Trayvon Lee, doing a great job getting off of his blocker and able to come through the middle of the field and drag the quarterback down, therefore a loss.
I mean, it's hard to say it, but this defense just gets better and better each game.
They do a great job of staying in their area, staying home, not getting out of position, very disciplined, a testament to this coaching staff.
Third down and 11 for the Eagle offense. 2 wide receivers now to the near side. Third down and long. 10:30 left to go before halftime. Quarterback takes a snap. He's going to run again, going to hold on to the ball. No, he handed on a speed sweep to the near side, and he got just past the line of scrimmage. Didn't get the number of that defender, but he did not fall for all that faking in the backfield. It's going to be fourth down and 9.
That's number 27, Addison Davis, coming in from the safety position, able to get a hand on him. Not a huge frame, but able to get a hand on him and get a hold of that jersey and not let go till he had Wolverine help coming to help bring the tackle down. A great job. Came in really strong for us in that Emerald game, had a pick, and really swayed the momentum. Has been a really good pickup for this Wolverine defense.
Eagles had trying to set up that play. Everybody was coming to the near side except a little pitch back on a reverse. And again, our defense stayed right there. It looks like we had a little personnel issue, and the Wolverines have to call a timeout with 9:39 left to go here before halftime.
D.R. Horton. Come check out D.R. Horton's newest communities in the Woodruff area. Varner Station, Hunters Ridge, Lakestone, and coming soon, Harrier Point. D.R. Horton is an equal housing opportunity builder. Held to Pay Hauling and Grading. Held to Pay Hauling and Grading offers site prep, land clearing, demolition, and driveway installs. Located right here in Woodruff and serving the entire upstate of South Carolina. Call Held to Pay Hauling and Grading today at 864-449-6710. Mount Calvary Presbyterian Church. Come worship at Mount Calvary Presbyterian Church on Sundays at 9:30. A church saturated in Scripture and transformed by the gospel. Check out our website at mountcalvary.org.
9:39 left to go before halftime. 4th down and 9 for the Eagles. Offense stays on the field. It has 4 third downs so far in this game by the Eagles. None shorter than 3rd and 8. Trying to set up a screen, got a receiver in the middle of the field. That was a nice play call. They got the first down inside the 30, looks like to the 27-yard line. Nice play call for the Eagle offense.
Yeah, the receiver was able to sit right down in the zone as the defense had flooded to the quarterback and kind of allowed him through to pull the defense up, and was able to find the hole and get up for the first down.
Average yardage on 3rd down for the Eagles so far in this game has been 10 yards, nothing shorter than 8 yards. So again, the defense doing a good job. First down and 10 for the Eagles at our 27-yard line. Coming up on 9 minutes left to go before halftime. Going to hand off to number 2 to one against the formation. He gets up the field. He's going to be a gain of close to 10 yards. And depending on where they mark him, that's going to be enough to move the chains. A gain of right at 10 yards, first down and 10 at the 17-yard line for the Eagles.
Number 2, Blake Cochran for the Eagles on the run.
Again, some misdirection on this drive of the Eagles seems to be taking our defense a little off on these last couple of misdirection plays. Quarterback's going to hold on to him, trying to get to the far sideline. He's out in space. He's going to be marked down close to the yard to gain. Maybe a little short, maybe about 2 yards. We'll say 2nd down and 2.
Number 9, Graybill coming in to force him out of bounds there on the far sideline.
We saw on that play the speed and the elusiveness that quarterback has for the Eagles.
Yeah, something that was mentioned in all of our pregame conferences with Coach Sloan that he talked about leading into this is the very athletic quarterback that this Eagle team has.
He was forced out of bounds. That stops the clock with 8:32 left to go before halftime. 2nd down and 1 for the Eagle offense. Empty backfield now. They bring a tailback across the formation, a little couple of stutter steps, and he is in the end zone. An 8-yard run for a score. Eagles are on the board.
That's number 6, Pissarro on the run for the Eagles.
8:27 left to go before halftime. Eagles with their first touchdown of the evening. Point after attempt to come. Looks like number 58, Chavez, will be the kicker on the point after attempt. Number 7 is Gossett to Holder. Snap is back, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 8:27 left to go before halftime, Wolverines leading the Eagles 21-10. You're listening to Wolverine football on the Woodruff Wolverine Sports Network.
Founders Federal Credit Union. Teamwork makes the dream work. No financial institution understands that better than Founders Federal Credit Union. Our team works hard every day to offer products for your financial needs. Backed by unrivaled member service, experience our dream team for yourself. Visit RelaxJoinFounders.com today to apply for membership. Relax and go Wolverines. The Woodruff Times. Stay connected with your community through the Woodruff Times. Get news, events, and stories that are relevant, factual, and impactful to our community. Visit us online at thewoodrufftimes.com and subscribe today.
8:27 left to go before halftime. Wolverines with a 21-10 lead against the Chesnee Eagles. Eagles just got in the end zone with an 8-play, 80-yard drive. Took 4 minutes and 29 seconds. Morgan, it's good to have a stat guy here in the booth with us.
He is just feeding us information. Love having that. As you mentioned, Tom, the Eagle offense was using a little bit more misdirection, going back to kind of what we had thought that they would do as a little bit more run-heavy team. Had some players moving around in the backfield and were able to get by. Created a little bit of chaos on our defensive front there that just allowed them to get into the end zone.
Well, the Wolverines have scored on their first 3 possessions. Start with you. I'm okay if we continue that.
Yes, continue moving the ball. Wolverine offense has done a great job of being in sync, using different players, using some little wrinkle in the offense on the reverse to Barnaby and getting us a quick score there. What I would love to see them do. Obviously, we love the explosive plays, but control the clock just a little bit more. Take a little bit more time off when they create these touchdowns.
Yeah. Chesnee had 54 rushing yards on that drive, and before that drive, they had a minus 12 in the game. Wolverines to receive this kickoff. 8:27 left to go before halftime. Three safeties deep inside the 15-yard line to receive this kick. That is Cantrell to do the kickoff duties for the Chesnee Eagles. Whistle blows and we're ready for action. Low line drive kick is going to be picked up around the 8-yard line. Big hole up the near side is going to be tackled just outside the 30-yard line. At least I can mark him at the 33-yard line of the Wolverines. It'll be first down and 10 from there.
That was number 84, Barnaby, on the return for the Wolverines. Looked like he might have just been stunned a little bit there as he took a hard tackle, hard fall to the ground, but came back up ready to go on offense.
First down 10 for the Wolverines at their own 33. 8:22 left to go before halftime. 2 wide outs, top of the formation, 1 to the boundary near us. H-back right side is Cam Taylor. Davis in the gun, takes a snap, going to hand off to Gibson. Big hole left side. He's past the 40, still going past midfield, down inside the 40-yard line, close to the 38. Big gain by Aiden Gibson.
It's number 21, Franklin, on the tackle for the Eagles. Aiden did a great job getting through the hole and then keeping his head up, using his vision to get further on down and create more yardage for this Wolverine offense.
That's close to a 25-yard gain for Aiden Gibson. Inside the 40, first down and 10 at the Chesnee 38. 2 wideouts, top of the formation, 1 to the near side us. Looking to pass, trying to set up something on the far side. He's got somebody in the open, but a flag comes out.
That pass was complete to number 15, Renfro. We'll see if it's going to come back.
Illegal shift on the offense. That'll back us up 5 yards. Remains first down. It'll be first down and 15.
That's the 6th penalty against the Wolverines so far in this game, with 7:51 remaining in the first half.
And Morgan, coming into this game, we've had some penalties along the way, but it seems like they're coming a lot more frequently here in this game.
They are a lot more costly. Been some bigger penalties, some personal foul penalties that have hurt them in a big way. 2
wideouts, top of the formation. 1 to the near side. They're going to hand off to Aiden Gibson. Stutter step in the backfield. He's inside the 35, close to the 30. He's forced out of bounds, looks like at around the 31-yard line. Going to give him a gain of close to 7 yards. It'll be second down and looks like about 4. Actually gained 11 yards on that play.
Aiden Gibson, a good hard run there, running over 2 defenders there at the very end as he was tripped up and brought to the ground.
Second down and 4. 3 wideouts, top of the formation. Gibson to the right of Davis. Again, waits for that hole to open up, drags half the team with him inside the 25-yard line. Down to the 24, excuse me, Morgan.
Tom, I counted 5 defenders on Aiden Gibson as he was still moving the ball. Little push in the back there against Aiden, not against Aiden Gibson. They pushed Aiden, and a flag comes out.
That was a gain of 8 yards, but I think some more is going to be added to it, a personal foul. And I think I think some of these Eagle players are just getting a little irritated.
Coach Sloan is out pointing out what he did not like about that play out about the 30-yard line.
Gibson was almost doing a little shimmy dance out on the field. So it's going to be against the Eagles.
Aiden Gibson doing a great job just leading this offensive attack for the Wolverines. He is finding every hole possible, and as you mentioned, allowing it to develop and just pushing through. Aiden Gibson's got 7 rushes so far this game. Again, we still have just under 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. He's got 7 rushes for 98 yards.
Wow, my goodness. And again, you're talking about the holes that they're opening up on the offensive line, and sometimes Gibson just creates his own holes. He'll just run over you.
He does. He does a great job running downhill and finding those open spaces.
3 wideouts, top of the formation. H-back is Cam Taylor on the right side. Gibson to the right of Connor Davis. Davis in the gun. 6:48 left to go here before halftime. Again, Wolverines on the move. Whistle blows. Play clock starts. Davis takes a snap. A high snap. Going to hand off to Gibson. Couple of stutter steps and a flag comes out behind it. He got into the end zone for the touchdown, but it's going to be holding against the Wolverines. Will bring it all back.
Again, a great spin move by Aiden Gibson out there to create his own touchdown pretty much, leading himself into the end zone, but it's going to be brought back.
Again, these penalties against the Wolverines tonight is just very unusual, what they've had in these previous games this season.
Yeah, just costly penalties. You never obviously want to be going backwards, but much less this amount of times in a first half of football.
So it'll be 1st down and 20 for the Wolverines at the Chesnee 23-yard line. They need to get down to the 3 for a 1st down. 1 wide receiver to the top of the formation, 2 to the boundary near us. H-back is Cam Taylor, left side. Davis in the gun, takes a snap. Going to fake to Gibson, rolling out to his right, looking downfield, throws into the end zone. Was it caught? Looks like he was caught, but he was out of bounds. Incomplete.
That was pass intended for number 13, Skylar Barker. They're on the far sideline.
2nd down and 20 for the Wolverines. Curtis Bell and Renfro will be wide to the near side. We'll have 1 wide out top of the formation. Cam Taylor remains in it. And H-back left side. Davis in the gun. 6:27 going to hand off to Aiden Gibson. Again, just making his own hole inside the 15, close to the 10. It's going to be a gain of close to 13 yards for Aiden Gibson.
Number 67, Davis Matthews in on the tackle for the Eagles. Number 3, Jalen Lyles checking in for the Wolverines.
3rd down and about 7 to go for the Wolverine offense. So Gibson and Lyles as a tailback flanking Connor Davis. 1 wide out, each side of the formation. They're going to hand off to Lyles to the far side. He's trying to get out in space. They force him wide. This will be brought down for a loss. So it'll be 4th down for the Wolverines.
Yeah, trying to bounce it out wide. Just could not get to the edge. And we're going to bring out Tranquilino to attempt the field goal.
We're marking with a 5-yard loss. So we'll try the field goal. Jackson McCarley to be a hole. Tranquilino to kick. It will be a 32-yard attempt for Tranquilino. Snap is back. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 4:56 left to go before halftime, Wolverines on the board again with a field goal. They lead the Eagles 24-10. You're listening to Wolverine Football on the Woodruff Wolverine Sports Network.
Holden Cribb, your Woodruff Edward Jones financial advisor. Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized to you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situations change? When you work with Holden Cribb, your Woodruff Edward Jones financial advisor, he focuses on what is most important to you. Edward Jones Holden Cribb. You'll work together and use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy, backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you achieve your goals. And you can partner long-term to help your strategy stay on track. Contact Holden Cribb today at 864-476-5656. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Wolverines with an 8-play, 52-yard drive, 4:26 off the clock, ending with a 32-yard field goal by Tranquilino. They lead.
Excuse me, Tom, that's only the second field goal of the season, and he is 2 of 2 on the season, continuing his perfect streak.
Absolutely. 4:56 left to go here before halftime. Wolverines with a 24-10 lead. High kick. It's going to be brought in around the 20-yard line. Trying to get to the near side. They're going to be brought down close to the 35-yard line. That's where the Eagles will take over on offense.
It's number 11, Cale Thrift, on the return for the Eagles.
First down 10 for the Eagles at their own 35-yard line. Wolverines with a 24-10 lead here late in the second quarter. Eagles come out of the huddle. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Quarterback in the gun. Takes a snap. He's going to run it himself, forcing it outside, and he's going to run out of bounds. A minimal gain, maybe 2 yards. We'll say second down and 8.
It's number 8, Lauder, on the run for the Eagles. Number 21, Jalen Robertson on the tackle, or forcing him out of bounds for the Wolverines.
Gain of 2 yards, second down and 8. Clock moving with, well, actually clock stopped with 4:44 left to go before halftime. He was forced out of bounds. 2 wide receivers again to the near side. Quarterback in the gun is going to take the snap. Going to hand off in a little misdirection in the backfield. Number 11, he's going to get up close to the 40, a little bit past the 40 to around the 41. A gain of 4 yards. It'll be third down and 4.
Again, number 21, Jalen Robertson, second on the team and tackles in on that one. We call him and Sean Graybill's name a ton of times in an offense like the Eagles that tries to run. They're going to have a hard time against this Wolverine defense.
Same formation for the Eagle offense. 2 wideouts near side. Third down and 3. Using down now to 10 seconds on the play clock. Quarterback's going to hold on to the ball, and he is not going to get it. It's going to be fourth down. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll be fourth down and 3.
As we talk about this Wolverine defense, Tom, flying to the ball, team tackling, counting 6 Wolverine defenders on that quarterback as they brought him down. They do a great job all flying to the ball, moving extremely quick.
There was no hole to be had that the offensive line was creating, so a good job by the defense to not allow them to get that first down. Punt team comes out. We'll have 1 safety deep. That's Jackson McCarley settling in inside the 30-yard line, about the 27. They may take a penalty here and back them up 5 more yards, and I think that's what they're going to do. So it changes it to fourth down and 8. Or did they call a time? It looked like the Eagles called a timeout.
Williams Tree Service. Williams Tree Service provides residential and commercial tree pruning, lifting and removal, stump grinding, storm damage cleanup, light grading and hauling, and some landscaping. With over 80 years combined experience, no job is too big or too small. Give us a call today for a free estimate and check out our Facebook page, Williams Tree Service. Abrams Construction. Visit AbramsLLC.com to plan your new custom home or renovation project. That's AbramsLLC.com. Allstate Insurance, Alex Davis. Alex Davis is a graduate of Woodruff High School and a member of the 1991 Upper State Championship football team. He is now an Allstate agent with more than 20 years of experience. Please reach out to our alumni and Allstate agent, Alex Davis, for all of your insurance needs at alexdavis@allstate.com.
Morgan, that's a fourth straight third down attempt by the Eagles, and Woodruff has stopped them each time. In punt formation, we'll have a receiver back around the 25-yard line, receive this punt. Punt is away as a high kick. It's going to be brought in at around the 20-yard line. Got some good blocking up front. Got a big hole left side. He's going to be dragged down. No, he's still going, trying to get to the opposite side of the field, trying to get extra yardage. They're going to mark him close to the 25-yard line. That was Curtis Bell with a return for the Wolverines.
Yeah, Curtis Bell did a good job of backing up. It looked like there was a potential for that ball to be dropped. It was a little awkward of a catch, but was able to bring it down and turn up the field for a few extra yards.
Ball is going to be marked, looks like around the 26-yard line. Be first down and 10 for the Wolverines at their own 26. 2:57 left to go here before halftime. Wolverines with a 24-10 lead against the Chesnee Eagles. Two wide receivers top of the formation. It's Barker and Cam Taylor. Two wide outs to the near side. Like Lyles is in the backfield. Looking to pass. Great protection. Connor Davis finally comes out of the pocket, goes upfield for a gain of maybe 2 yards. Will be second down and 8.
As you mentioned, Tom, he had a lot of time there. It just started collapsing in on him in the middle, and he just had to flush through the middle of the field. And, again, a good hard runner and was able to take a pretty good hit there.
And one wide out to the near side, Lyles and Aiden Gibson in the backfield flanking Connor Davis. Second down and 7. Going to hand off to Lyles. No, holds on to it. Connor Davis does. Down to the 30. A gain of a couple of yards. It'll be third down and about 7.
Like a design keeper there for Connor Davis. Able to pick up a few. He was tripped up. He's got a lot of speed when he gets in the open field and a great hard runner.
Third down and 6. Clock moving now inside. 2 minutes to go before halftime. Lyles comes out. 3 wide outs to the near side. 1 to the field side up top. Aiden Gibson to the right of Connor Davis. Now it's a 2-by-2 set for the offense. And a hard count gets the Eagles to jump, and that's an easy 5 yards for the Wolverines.
Yeah, we've talked a lot, Tom, about Connor Davis really coming into his own on these hard counts. T.J. Morris taught him a lot and did a fantastic job there of drawing him off and shortening the field for this Wolverine team.
Yeah, T.J. was so good at that hard count, and Connor's doing just as well. This will be third down and 1 for the Wolverine offense. Now a stoppage. Coach Sloan is asking for an explanation. And he seems to be happy with what he heard. Third down and 1, 2-by-2 set for the Wolverines. Again, trying to do a hard count. Plenty time left on the play clock. Now down to 15 seconds. Clock still moving. 1:39 left to go before halftime. 2-by-2 set for the offense. Davis in the gun. Takes a snap. Going to hand off to Aiden Gibson. Looked like they had him stopped in the backfield, and he pushed the pile forward probably 4 yards. It was like the Eagles picked the ball up, but the referee says he was down. So it's going to be a first down and 10 for the Wolverines at their own 40.
Yeah, Tom, as we mentioned prior to this drive, Wolverines trying to use a little bit more clock and control the tempo of the game a little bit better, and they're doing a great job of it so far.
Gain of about 5 yards, be first down and 10. Davis looking to pass. Pretty good protection. Looking downfield, holding on to it. He's got a receiver. Did he make that catch?
What a catch.
My goodness. Stretched out, and was that Barnaby?
That's number 84, Caden Barnaby laid out to pull that ball in.
My goodness, what a catch. Gain of close to 25, 26 yards for Barnaby. It's going to be enough for a Wolverine first down now, coming up on a minute left to go before halftime. 3 wide outs to the near side. Looking to pass is Connor Davis. Good protection. Goes downfield, leading his receiver. Did he catch it?
No.
Incomplete. It came out right at the last minute. Didn't lead him quite enough, and the ball came out incomplete. 2nd down 10 with 52 seconds left to go before halftime.
Pass intended there for number 17, Curtis Bell. We called his name a lot last week. He's becoming a favorite target of Connor Davis. Ball just knocked loose as he fell to the ground.
2nd down 10, 52 seconds left to go before halftime. 3 wide outs to the near side. Bell is wide to the boundary up top. Play clock now down inside 15 seconds. Davis in the gun with Aiden Gibson to his left. Down to 5 seconds. Snap is back, going to hand off to Aiden Gibson as a whole. A stutter step in the backfield. Again, still keeps pushing people forward. And a timeout is going to be called by the Wolverines with 44 seconds left to go before halftime.
Davis Auto Sales of Woodruff. We have served the community for 30 years, selling more than 70,000 trucks, cars, and SUVs. Come see us for your automotive needs. Located at 701 North Main Street, Woodruff, where you are treated like a friend and not just another customer. Financing available. ESS Industrial. At ESS Industrial, we create value by moving metal. Let us bring a total solution for all of your rigging, equipment, recycling, and storage needs. Go Wolverines!
44 seconds left to go before halftime. Wolverines with a timeout. They lead 24-10. They have it 3rd down and 4 in Chesnee territory at the 27. Defense for the Eagles on the field. Offense for the Wolverines, huddled on the near sideline, get some last minute instructions, and now they break the huddle. Connor Davis brings them out. 2 wide outs to the near side. Aiden Gibson will be in the backfield. 2-by-2 set for the offense. Gibson will be to the right of Connor Davis in the gun. 3rd down and 4. Snap is back. A whistle comes out, and I'm thinking it's going to be a false start on the Wolverines, so that makes it now a 3rd down and 9.
5-yard penalty against the Wolverines.
That's going to be the 8th penalty against the Wolverines for a total of 76 yards so far in this first half.
So unusual for this team so far this season. 3rd down and 9 now for the Wolverine offense. 2-by-2 set. Davis takes a snap. Pretty good protection. Lots of time. Rolls out on the far sideline, looking downfield. Overthrown. Looks like he was trying to get Aiden Gibson. Overthrown him, but had the first down. The pass was a little overthrown, incomplete. 4th down and 9.
Yeah, had a lot of time. Had a little bit of green grass in front of him, but trying to lead a receiver and just overthrew him on the far sideline.
Offense stays on the field for the Wolverines. And it looks like another timeout is going to be called by Coach Sloan. We have 35.2 seconds left to go before halftime. Wolverines with a 24-10 lead. Again, off to a really fast start in this first quarter, and now the defense is really, for both teams, is kind of taken over. Each team with a field goal in this first half. 24-10, the Wolverines lead. Eagles will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Tom is obviously don't want to harp on the negative at all because we're leading 24-10 and doing a great job offensively. But the penalties is something that's hurt the Wolverines a lot here in this first half. Allowed Chesnee to move down, probably contributed to the touchdown that they scored there here in the first half. But something as we talk about every week, this coaching staff makes great adjustments at halftime. I'm sure that'll be addressed and come out in a different look here in the second half.
When you mention adjustments, I think of the Emerald game where we just seemed to be really out of it in the first half and just exploded for 50 straight points to win that one, 50-22. Both teams on the field now, empty backfield, pretty good protection. Connor Davis rolls out to his left, got a lot of grass in front of him, throws into the end zone. It's going to be caught. Looks like it was going to be caught, but it was off the fingertips. And the Eagles will take over with 27.3 seconds left to go before halftime.
Yeah, a pass intended for number 15, Rylan Renfro, there in the end zone, and looked like it was going to be tipped, no doubt. And so Renfro was trying to make an adjustment, and it slipped right through. So far in this game, Davis is 4 of 9 of passing. Aiden Gibson has 10 carries for 121 yards.
So the Eagles will take over at their own 32-yard line with 27.3 seconds left to go before halftime. One wide out, top of the formation. Looked like they will be content just to run this clock out. That will probably be the last play. It will be the last play of the first half. The first half that right now the Wolverines are leading 24-10 and looking pretty nice in those new uniforms down on the field.
Looking great. The team's got a ton of excitement. Look to make a few adjustments and continue moving the ball strong here in the second half.
Well, with that, we'll take a break. You're listening to Wolverine Football on the Woodruff Wolverine Sports Network. Back here at halftime at W.L. Varner Stadium, it is youth night. Wolverines with a 24-10 lead against the Chesnee Eagles. And with some stats for the first half, here's Rickson Lane. Rickson, what kind of stats do you have for us?
Well, mostly good news if you're a fan of the Wolverines, Tom, despite some sloppy moments in the first half as Woodruff holds a 14-point lead here in the battle of 221. And really offensively, it's been the Aiden Gibson show so far tonight. 10 carries on the evening, 121 yards so far rushing. He is 11 yards off his season high, which came against Emerald. He ran for 132, and he's got 24 minutes to work with it. So looking good as far as him setting a new season high on the night at 10 for 121. The passing game so far for the Wolverines after Connor Davis had the best night of his young career last week, as you guys mentioned, in the win over Fountain Inn when he was 23 of 30 for 354 yards. Those were all career highs for him. Much more limited tonight so far, 4 of 10 through the air for Gibson. And they've really, I think Chesnee has done a nice job of not allowing him to hit those deep shots down the field. We've seen him throw a couple so far on the evening, but just hasn't quite been there. 4 completions, he's still netted 72 yards on those 4 completions, but 10 attempts on the night, so the accuracy just not quite there so far. Gibson's been his favorite target. He's got 2 catches for 19 yards, and of course Barnaby had the longest catch of the night, that 28-yarder that put them in good position. Barnaby has really been the splash play guy for them tonight. He has the 28-yard reception and a 49-yard run, so only 2 touches on the night for him, but he's gained 77 yards on those 2 touches. The time of possession heavily in favor of Chesnee. Woodruff's first 3 drives of the night went 48 seconds, 26 seconds, a minute 47. They didn't have a drive over 2.5 minutes until their 4th possession of the night. That's the only one that lasted over 2.5 minutes. Chesnee, meanwhile, this kind of plodding, ground-oriented offense that they're liking to run, over 3:52, over 3.5 minutes on each of their first 3 drives. Their fastest one was a minute 53, and that was a 3-and-out. When you're going nearly 2 minutes with the ball on a 3-and-out, you know they're taking their time. Yeah. But Woodruff has done a really nice job limiting what Chesnee wants to do, which is run the football. I think you mentioned going into their 3rd possession of the night, they had negative 12 yards rushing. They only rushed for 44 yards in the first half, 104 total yards for the Eagles in the first half of play. So Woodruff's defense has done a phenomenal job tonight of really bottling them up. The big thing, like Morgan has mentioned, if Woodruff can just stop committing penalties, so 8 penalties for 76 yards in the first half for the Wolverines. The Eagles have been flagged 4 times for 31 yards. And the Woodruff defense has really forced Chesnee into some uncomfortable situations on 3rd down. Chesnee converted their first 3rd down of the night. They haven't converted one since. They're 1 of 5 on the evening, and Woodruff really put them in long situations. Their first 4 3rd down attempts of the night, they went 3rd and 8, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 11. So Woodruff really keeping their offense off track. So far for the Wolverines, looking good offensively on the ground. The pass game maybe not where you want it to be. Defense has looked very solid. You can clean up some things in the second half. You have a chance to win your 8th straight in this series, and you got a 14-point cushion to work with.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we mentioned in the first half, and as you just did, the penalties have really hurt us, and that's been very unusual for this team so far this season. I don't want to say we've been penalty-free. We've had some penalties off and on through these first 4 games, but it's just very unusual. The penalties, the flags that have come out here in this first half against the Wolverines.
Well, and if you're Brett Sloan, I'm sure that's a major point of emphasis right now down in the team room to our right. Guys, we're really hurting ourselves, and a lot of these flags are coming at really unfortunate times. I lost count of the number they committed on their last drive, where they had to wind up settling for a long 4th and 10 attempt because they couldn't get into the red zone. So, but again, if you're Woodruff, you look at this game, you go, have we played our best half of football? I'd say definitely not so far this year. Not that there haven't been good things. Defensively, you've looked really good. Offensively, at times, you've looked very effective, but not your best half of ball. And you got a 14-point lead in a big rivalry game in front of your hometown crowd. So things trending in the right direction for Woodruff, but you got to close it out in the next 2 quarters because you know the Eagles, they're desperate to turn this series back to in their direction.
Well, Morgan talks so much about the adjustments this coaching staff does at halftime, and it's nothing more evident than the Emerald game where we just couldn't seem to get anything going in the first half, and they were behind 22-7 at the half and really scored those 7 points within the last 3 minutes of the first half, and then went on to score 43 unanswered points in the second half for 50-point unanswered points total for the game. So hopefully, again, we can make those adjustments and get those penalties just kind of washed away and get a clean game here as we start the third quarter.
And just something to keep in mind as we head into that third quarter, the third quarter has been Woodruff's best this year. They're outscoring teams through 4 games by 30 points in the third quarter. This is when they have played their best football from a point margin standpoint, so keep that in mind. The Wolverines traditionally through 4 weeks, they come out in the third quarter, and that's when they start to, like Morgan said, they start to drag the opponents out into the deep water, and let's see if they can do it again against the Eagle team that you know is going to be desperate to make a big play early, get momentum back on their side.
And the strength and conditioning that this team has done really for the last, well, even from last year to this year, and it seemed like we've just gotten bigger, stronger, and faster. So normally toward the end of games, we're able to wear our opponents down.
And that's definitely going to be a test tonight for Woodruff, Tom, because like you guys mentioned, you got several key starters out for the Wolverines. So you're really going to have to lean on your conditioning, your strength, and those offseason workouts in a game like this where a lot of these guys, they're playing the most snaps they've played probably all year, and now you're going to be probably going a little deeper in your depth chart as this game wears on, trying to get guys, keep them fresh. So you're going to find out. I think Brett Sloan's going to really, he probably won't admit it because, you know, coaches don't like to admit they enjoy these type of things. I think he's going to enjoy finding out a little bit about the depth and the toughness of his team past the first 22 he's got on the field, because he's going to have to learn something in these next 2 quarters.
Absolutely. Well, Rickson, thank you for being here tonight and keeping up with all the stats. This has really been a joy as you passing the notes in the first half, and it's good to have those stats that we don't normally, that I have a hard time keeping up with throughout the first half. So thank you for being here and doing that.
Y'all are doing a phenomenal job. Just enjoying being back here and getting to watch the Maroon Gold again. It's been fun.
Absolutely. Well, with that, we'll take a break, and you listen to Wolverine Football on the Woodruff Wolverine Sports Network. Back at W.L. Varner Stadium at halftime, Wolverines holding on to a 24-10 lead against the Chesnee Eagles in the 51st meeting of the Battle of 221 as we lead the Eagles here at halftime. And Morgan, I think you have a few words you want to talk about the youth football in Woodruff.
Yes, Tom, tonight was youth night here at W.L. Varner Stadium when all of our youth football players and cheerleaders were able to come out on the field and create the tunnel for the varsity players to run through. Just wanted to highlight the coaches. Commissioner of the WYFL Football League is Mr. Ryan Wood. First grade, which plays flag football, coaches are DeQuavius Howard, Troy Smith, and Destiny James. Second grade is coached by Cruz Watson, James Galmich, Justin Smith, Thomas Watson, and Cam Taylor. Third grade coached by Dakari Davidson, Joseph Fraley, Michael Fogy, and Jeremy Lawson. Fourth grade coached by Marquise Norman, Sid Wedman, Davey Smith, Donald Thomas, and Reed Wood. Fifth grade maroon team coached by Brandon Prince, Adam Siskey, Jackson McCarley, and Patrick Foltz. Fifth grade gold team coached by Josh Roop, Jonathan Harris, and Jeremy Paris. Sixth grade coached by Ryan Wood, Blake Graves, Nathan Rogers, Morgan Smith, and Matthew Carter. Cheerleaders, first grade coached by Ashley Smith and Haley Smith. Second grade coached by Sierra Hicks and Reagan Barrett. Third grade coached by Logan Herricus and Hannah Atkins. Fourth grade coached by Olivia Vance and Tony Messer. Fifth grade coached by Brittany Rogers and Atlee Hudson. And sixth grade coached by Jennifer Bailey. Cheer commissioner is Stormy Smith. Thank you to all those young folks for being out on the field tonight. Wish them luck as they have host all of the games here at home tomorrow in W.L. Varner Stadium.
Thank you, Morgan. And again, as you well know, you've been involved in this youth football for so many years and continue to be involved in it. It takes a lot of youth and it takes a lot of coaches to make something like that happen.
It does. It's a program that was originally started by Coach W.L. Varner as a feeder program to begin developing athletes as well as cheerleaders for the varsity programs here at the high school, and one that's just been tremendous. The WYFL teams are now playing other cities around the area in Spartanburg County and surrounding areas, and it's just been a great experience exposing these players to other athletes, other teams, other ways of doing things as they're going to begin playing when they move to middle school next year, playing these other schools. So a fun experience for these kids and one that I hope that they remember for a long time.
And Morgan, as you mentioned in the pregame, these, as they formed a tunnel for the Wolverines to come out of, I mean, these Wolverines are the heroes of these youth as they form that tunnel and want to become future Wolverines.
It is. It's a huge experience for them to come out onto the field under the lights on a Friday night here in W.L. Varner Stadium. It was a funny experience last week. We did pictures for the WYFL team, and the sixth grade team that I helped coach was waiting to take their pictures, and Aiden Gibson walked out of the locker room, and you would have thought they just saw Michael Jordan screaming Aiden's name. Aiden came over and was fantastic with the kids, shook their hands, signed a few autographs for them, and I heard several of them say, "I'm never washing my hand again." And so, Aiden Gibson, who comes out here and is a tremendous athlete, but is just playing the game of football that he loves, has no idea what that meant to those young players.
Well, that had to be special, not only for the players that got his autograph, but it had to be special for Aiden as well. I mean, he seems like a real nice young man, and again, I know he's going to continue his football playing career at probably the D1 level, and when he gets finished here at Woodruff High School.
Yeah, experience probably both of them will never forget.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, getting back to this game, we're just about a minute before we start the third quarter. The one thing you and I talked about, and Rickson alluded to as well, the one negative for this first half has been the penalties that the Wolverines have had, and it's just unusual that's happened here. In the first 4 games, we've had a penalty here and there, but it seems like it just come as a rash here in this 5th game.
It is. It's a bit uncharacteristic for our team. And as Chesnee's got 10 points on the board here in the first half, that first touchdown, or the only touchdown that they scored, At least 30 yards of the offense on that drive was caused by defensive penalties on the Wolverines. And so obviously you kind of shooting yourself in the foot there in that. Obviously we're still leading, so don't want to sound too negative. It's a very positive night here. But I know that that's something that will be corrected and discussed here at halftime and will be a big adjustment as we go into the second half.
Well, with a game like this, it's been the communities are pretty close. It's a 51st meeting of the Battle of 221. Again, both of these communities, both of these teams, it means really something special to both of these squads to win this ball game. So you just go out and sometimes you just kind of play a little tougher and a little harder than you should, and the penalties come.
Yeah, get a little over anxious from time to time, and but I know the Wolverines have done a great job making adjustments. As we've mentioned, they settle in the second half, where a lot of times we talk about that strength and conditioning. Woodruff is just hitting their stride, still feeling fresh, as a lot of teams are starting to get beat down here in the second half. So look for a big second half, especially on the offensive side for the Wolverines.
Yeah, and I think Rickson said at halftime that it seemed like the third quarter's been our best. We've outscored our opponents by 30 points in that third quarter, and a lot of that came in that Emerald game a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yes, where the Wolverines ended up putting 50 unanswered points on them, but 43 in the second half. Yeah. So the Wolverines proved that they can stop you as well as score a ton of points in a short amount of time.
Yeah, the thing that got me about that Emerald game, it seemed like the crowd for the Emerald Vikings was so into it in the first half, and we were just almost, I almost want to say in a downer. But the tables were completely turned in the second half, and the crowd got quieter and quieter over in Greenwood.
They got stunned there when the Wolverines started putting some points on the board. They never looked back, and the energy was just kind of sucked from the home side of the stands.
So both teams now are making their way to the field for the start of the third quarter. The Eagles will get the ball. They trail 24-10. Here come the kickoff team for the Wolverines. We'll be kicking off from our 40, kicking right to left. Joshua Ruiz will do the duties. We'll have three safeties deep back for the Eagles inside the 20, the final two inside the 10-yard line to receive this kickoff from Joshua Ruiz. Wolverines, again, with a 24-10 lead in this 51st meeting of the Battle of 221 here at W.L. Varner Stadium on Youth Night. Whistle blows. The ball is on the tee, ready for play. Ruiz approaching the ball. Ball is in the air. It's going to make it just short of the goal line. And he's trying to get across the field. We've got to string him out and bring him down inside the 15. Maybe right at the 10-yard line. Looked like he had a little crease on this near side, but he was trying to set up something on the far side. And our return team was able to string him out and bring him down. Actually going to mark him at the 9-yard line, just inside the 10.
Number 25, R.J. Bird on the tackle for the Wolverines, able to cut that corner and bring him down deep on their side of the field. Long
field for the Chesnee Eagles as we start the third quarter. They trail our Wolverines 24-10. Three wide outs to the near side, one to the boundary up top. Quarterback in the gun. Takes a snap, trying to set up something in the trying to get it to receiver in the middle of the field. It was tipped by a defender, almost intercepted on the deflection. It falls incomplete to be stuck down in 10.
Gunnar Atkinson was making a late substitution and was, for some reason, in at about the safety spot and almost had a pick. If it would have been about 3 yards further, Gunnar could have had a deep pick from the safety spot.
That would have certainly been something. Again, the Eagles huddle after every play, getting a play to come in from the sideline, usually using a wide receiver. Two wide receivers top of the formation, one wide to the near side. Going to hand off to the tailback. It'll be dragged down, looks like for a loss back to around the 6-yard line. A loss of 3, maybe 4. It's going to be third down and long.
That's number 10, Trayvon Lee, coming in to make the tackle in the backfield.
They marked it right outside the 5-yard line. Third down and long for the Eagles on their first possession here in the third quarter. Quarterback takes snap, rolling out to the near side, trying to get a hole. He is not going to find it. He gets back just past the original line of scrimmage up to about the 11. It's going to be 4th down and long for the Eagles, and the punt team comes out.
Number 27, Addison Davis, coming in to make the tackle. They're just past the line of scrimmage.
Barnaby will be in a safety position back on the Eagle 45-yard line to receive this punt. 10:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Wolverines with a 24-10 lead. Snap is back. Kick is up. It's a quick kick. It's going to hit around the 35. He's picked up by Barnaby. Avoids a couple of tackles. He's going to be brought down right at the 35-yard line. So good field position for the Wolverines as they start the third quarter.
Caden Barnaby doing a great job of holding on to that football. With it being a quick kick, the ball was tumbling away from him and able to bring it down as he took a pretty good hit there going to the ground.
First down 10 for the Wolverines at the Chesnee 35-yard line. 10:15 left to go here in the third quarter. Wolverines with a 24-10 lead on the Chesnee Eagles. 3 wideouts, top of the formation. Gibson to the right of Davis in the gun. Davis takes a snap, going to hand off to Gibson. Big hole right side, inside the 30. A gain of about 6 yards. They're going to mark him at the 29. He'll be suckered down in 4.
Tackled by number 44, Kai Copeland for the Eagles. There's a player out there with yellow shoes on, Tom. I keep seeing what I think is a flag laying on the field.
Same formation, 3 wideouts, top of the formation. Going to hand off to Gibson again, a hole right side. He's going to be pushed forward close to the 25. Going to mark him around the 26-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 3. It should be 3rd and short. 3rd down and 1. Right at the 26-yard line for the Wolverines. 2 wideouts now to the top of the formation. Barnaby's wide left to the near side. Hard count, and he gets the defense to jump again. Another easy 5 yards for the Wolverines.
Yeah, great job there getting the end on our side of the field to jump.
And that's enough for a Wolverine first down. First down and 10 at the 21. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the top of the formation. Snap looking to pass, trying to set up something to the near side here. That's Barnaby. He is going to be inside the 5. Nice catch and run by Barnaby. Going to mark him, looks like right at the 5-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 15 yards.
You won't see many players on the field with a quicker burst of speed than Barnaby once he gets the ball in his hands.
First down and goal at the 5. Snap is back, going to hand off to Aiden Gibson, and he bulls his way into the end zone for the score. 8:43 left to go in the third. Wolverines on the board again with a 5-yard run by Aiden Gibson.
I tell you, Tom, as we talked about some players that were going to be out on the offensive line due to injury, the players that have come in to fill those roles have done a great job protecting Connor as well as creating holes for Aiden Gibson to run through.
They really have. There's been times when Connor had all day to look downfield. Tranquilino for the point after attempt. Snap is back, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 8:43 left to go in the third, Wolverines on the board again. They lead 31-10 against the Chesnee Eagles. You listen to Wolverine football on the Woodruff Wolverine Sports Network.
Woodruff Federal Savings and Loan. Are you ready to secure your financial future? For over 90 years, Woodruff Federal customers have experienced personalized banking services from home financing to savings. Visit woodruffederal.com or call 864-476-8144 to secure your financial future today. Rand Wilson, Woodruff State Farm agent. Rand Wilson with State Farm, your trusted Woodruff State Farm agent for more than 42 years. Stop by 210 Gregory Street for a home and auto quote and receive a bundle. Call 864-476-2725. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
4 plays, 52 yards, less than 2 minutes on that drive for the Wolverines. They lead the Chesnee Eagles 31-10 with 8:43 left to go here in the third quarter. Wolverines will be kicking off right to left from their own 40-yard line. Starting the third quarter just the way we started this game, Morgan, just on a fast start and getting in the end zone for the score.
Moving the ball really well. Aiden Gibson doing a great job of just moving the ball straight downfield for the Wolverines. Again, as we mentioned, offensive line is doing a great job protecting as well as creating avenues for these running backs to move through. Caden Barnaby's doing a great job showing his speed, his sure hands here for this Wolverine offense. Again, just using as many different parts of this attack as we can to get on the board.
And Morgan, we saw Aiden Gibson kind of come onto the scene, I think, in maybe the second or third game his freshman season. And we knew, seeing him on that first game, that he was going to be something special, and he is not disappointed.
There's been no looking back ever since he became the starting running back for this Wolverine team. He's a leader, and we want to remind everybody he's a junior.
Yeah.
He's still got another year to play football, and he's already ranked as the number 1 or number 2 running back in the entire state.
Yeah, got a lot of, I think, up to maybe 15 D1 offers already to play college ball, which he will be doing.
Yes.
Joshua Ruiz to kick off, right to left. 8:43 left to go in the third. Wolverines with a 31-10 lead against the Chesnee Eagles here on Youth Night at W.L. Varner Stadium. Ball's in the air. It's a deep kick. Be brought in and around the 5-yard line. Trying to get to the far sideline. He's got an alley over there, and he's going to be forced out of bounds. Nice return by the Eagles. Pretty good starting position for the offense.
It's number 1, Braylon Blanton on the return for the Eagles, able to get to the outside on the far sideline, eventually forced out.
Looks like I'm going to mark him at the Eagle 39-yard line. Be first down and 10 for the Eagles from there. 31-10 lead by the Wolverines. One wide receiver to each side of the formation for the Eagles. Quarterback takes a snap, trying to get the running back. Oh, he's cut down, a loss of about 5 yards. Nice tackle back to the 35-yard line.
It's number 16, Jackson McCarley, coming in to make the tackle in the backfield. Average starting field position so far this game, Woodruff is beginning on its own 46, Chesnee beginning on its own 30.
Wow. Again, a nice tackle to take his legs out from under him for a loss of 4 yards. Second down and 14, clock moving, now coming up on 8 minutes to go here in the third. Second down long for the Eagle offense. Same formation, one wide out to each side. Quarterback takes a snap. He's going to hold on to and try to get to the outside. He's going to be forced out pretty close to the line of scrimmage. He may give him a yard, but it's going to be third down and long.
Forced out by number 1, Ty Moats for the Wolverines.
They did give him a yard. It's going to be third down and looks like about 13 to go for a first down. Eagles come out of the huddle. Same formation, one wide out to each side. Quarterback in the gun is going to take the snap. Going to fake to number 11 in the backfield, throwing downfield into double coverage, and it's going to be caught around the 30-yard line. Pretty tight coverage over there, but it's a nice catch and a nice pass to get the first down on a big gainer at about the 29-yard line for the Eagles.
It's number 1, Braylon Blanton, again on the reception. Again, he's been a primary target, has a good bit of this Eagles offensive yards so far this game. Good
protection by the offensive line for the Eagles, allow them to look downfield. It'll be first down and 10 for the Eagles at our 29-yard line. 6:50 clock moving. Now I'm going to hand off to number 5 in the backfield. Got maybe 5 yards on that. It'll be second down and 5.
That's Jaden Bridges on the run for the Eagles.
Going to be right at the 25-yard line. They're going to give him a gain of 4. Be second down and 6. Clock moving with 6:20 left to go in the third. Quarterback takes a snap, going to hand off to number 11. He's got the first down, drags a couple of players. No, he did not get the first down. He's about 2 or 3 yards short. It'll be third down and short.
Number 21, Jalen Robertson. Number 10, Trayvon Lee coming in to make the tackle for the Wolverines.
Third down and 2 for the Eagle offense. Eagles come out of the huddle. Excuse me, Morgan.
That'd be a huge stop here, again, just to contain any momentum that the Eagles are trying to gain.
Third down and 2. Quarterback's going to hold on to it, get to the far sideline. He's got the first down and more. It's going to be marked inside the 15 at about 13-yard. First down and 10 from there for the Eagles.
Number 8, Damaris Baxley coming in to make the tackle for the Wolverines on the far sideline. Number 40, Adrian Hill checking into the game.
It'll be first down and 10 for the Eagles at our 13-yard line. Clock moving with 5:20 left to go here in the third. Wolverines with a 31-10 lead against the Chesnee Eagles. Again, they use a lot of that play clock with their huddle, and almost every second they use coming out of that huddle. Down to 3 seconds, clock still moving. Going to hand off on a speed sweep around, and he is going to get on the end zone. That's number 2 on a speed sweep around the near side, and the Eagles are in the end zone for the touchdown.
That's number 2, Blake Cochran, on the run for the Eagles into the end zone for the score.
Showed a lot of speed on that end around. Got in the end zone for the score. Again, number 58, Chavez with the point after attempt. Number 7, Gossett to hold. Snap is back. It's a high snap. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 4:56 left to go in the third, Wolverines with a 31-17 lead against the Chesnee Eagles.
Zaxby's of Roebuck. Swing into Zaxby's of Roebuck before or after the game today. Located on Highway 221 in Roebuck, make Zaxby's the perfect stop to feed your family or team. The great taste of Zaxby's chicken fingers and buffalo wings will be a touchdown for all Wolverines. Zaxby's of Roebuck is a proud supporter of Woodruff High School football. Coleman Farm Supply. Coleman Farm Supply has all of your farm, home, landscaping, fencing, building, and lumber needs in one stop. Come see us today. Luck Stone. At Luck Stone Innery, stone is just the start. We ignite human potential and proudly support our schools, teams, and the future of our community.
7 plays, 61 yards, 3 minutes and 39 seconds. They were 2 for 2 on third down. Before that, they were 1 of 6 on third down. Eagles on the board. They trail our Wolverines 31-17 with 4:56 left to go here in the third quarter. Ball is in the air, and it's going to go out of bounds. We should have good field position. The flag comes out. The kick was out of bounds. We should have it around the 35-yard line. Be first down and 10 for the Wolverines at that spot.
First down for the Wolverines at the 35.
Wolverine offense getting their marching orders. Missing Corey Moats tonight, number 6, who was injured in the game last week. Going to be out for a few weeks. Hopefully he gets as strong as he possibly can and can return to us here in a few weeks. But missing him out on the field tonight.
Absolutely. Connor Davis leads the offense out. 2 wide receivers to the near side. 1 to the boundary up top of the formation. Davis in the gun, going to hand off to the tailback. Big hole right side. He's out in space past the 50-yard line. Is anybody going to catch him?
Won't touch him.
No
You won't touch him.
flags. My goodness, that was Lyles. Holy cow, 65-yard run by Lyles for the score.
tremendous run, way to get the edge, and split 2 defenders there on the far sideline. And once he got out in space, he was not going to be touched. Aiden Gibson, his biggest cheerleader out there on the field. Love to see that. Aiden Gibson gets a lot of hype around his play here, but the way he cheers on his teammates is unmatched. Great job there, Jalen Lyles.
Man, when he got that edge on the far sideline, he put it in high gear and he was gone. Kick is up, the kick is good. So with 4:46 left to go in the third quarter, Wolverines with a 38-17 lead against the Chesnee Eagles. You're listening to Wolverine football on the Woodruff Wolverine Sports Network.
Harrison and Son Contractors Incorporated. For 75 years and 3 generations, Harrison and Son Contractors have been serving Woodruff and the entire upstate. From residential, sewer, and water services and repairs, sewer cleaning and camera inspections, residential landscaping and grading, to complete residential and commercial site development, Harrison and Son Contractors has you covered. Call us at 864-476-0032. Luck Stone. At Luck Stone Innery, stone is just the start. We ignite human potential and proudly support our schools, teams, and the future of our community.
Took the Wolverines 10 seconds for that last touchdown run. We have amassed 250 rushing yards so far in this game tonight. What a tremendous job by the offense as we continue to do well. And again, defense as well. Just an all-around good team effort for this game here tonight.
Yeah, Tom, as you mentioned, 250 rushing yards. Aiden Gibson has 135 of them by himself. So a really good attack here for this Wolverine offense so far. Defense just tightening up just a little bit here in the second half on these end-around plays. Just, again, creating a little misdirection this Eagle offense is, and just going to have to look to contain that as we move forward in this second half.
Wolverines to kick off. Right to left from their 4:46 left to go in the third quarter. Wolverines with a 38-17 lead against the Chesnee Eagles. 2 safeties deep, just inside the 10-yard line. It's a squib kick. It's going to go the 10 yards. It's a free ball. Wolverines have it. Wolverines have it on an onside kick. Recovered the onside kick. It'll be first down and 10 for the Wolverines at the Chesnee 48-yard line.
That's number 11, John Shabir, on the reception for the Wolverines, or the fall on the ball there after the squib kick for the Wolverines.
First down and 10. 4:46 still left in the third quarter. Wolverines with a 38-17 lead and looking for more. One wide out to the near side. 2 wide outs to the top of the formation. In the slot is Aiden Gibson. Lyles is in the backfield to the right of Connor Davis. Got a handoff to Lyles. A little stutter step in the backfield. He's got the speed pushing forward right at the marker, and that's going to be the 10 yards that he needs. First down and 10 for the Wolverines.
Tackled by number 21, Marquez Franklin, for the Eagles.
First down and 10 for the Wolverines. You're going to bring Gibson out to the near side. He's going to be on the slot left side. 2 wide receivers to this side, 1 top of the formation. Lyles remains in at tailback to the left of Connor Davis. Going to hand off again to Lyles. A big hole up in the middle. Is anybody going to catch him? Absolutely not. My goodness. 38-yard run by Lyles again for the touchdown.
What great speed he's showing. Again, he's splitting defenders, and they can't shift enough in their hips to get in front of him. He just blows right by them like a Lamborghini going down the road. Just a great run. Great job there by that offensive line to allow him through.
Well, with Lyles and Gibson, I say we're going to call it thunder and lightning.
That's it.
Another touchdown on the board for the Wolverines. Some late arrivers with a point after attempt. Tranquilino. I think we may take the penalty. Had some late arrivers getting on to the kicking duties. We'll take the 5-yard penalty, and they'll back them up, and Tranquilino will be kicking the point after attempt from 5 yards deeper. 4:03 left to go in the third quarter. Wolverines with a 44-17 lead against the Chesnee Eagles here on Youth Night at WL Varner Stadium. Snap is back, kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Wolverines now lead 45-17. You're listening to Wolverine football on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Pro Physical Therapy. Pro Physical Therapy is proud to support Woodruff High School athletics. We have served the Woodruff community for more than 20 years. We strive to provide the most comprehensive physical therapy and rehabilitative services. Please contact us at 476-6600 for any of your rehabilitative or fitness needs. Check us out at pro4pt.com. We also have locations in Duncan, Inman, and Landrum ready to serve you. Woodman Life. Are you looking for help to secure your family's financial future? Paul Winters, your local Woodman Life representative, is here to help. Call Paul today at 864-427-7595 to find a life insurance solution that fits your needs.
Back at WL Varner Stadium, Wolverines with a 45-17 lead. 4 drives of less than a minute. That last drive took 43 seconds. Lyles now has 108 yards for the night. The last 3 plays, 113 yards for Lyles. Joshua Ruiz to kick off again from our 40, kicking right to left. It's a high pooch kick. It's going to be brought in and around the 25-yard line, and he is going to be dropped pretty much right there. He may have gained a couple of yards, but that's about it.
It's number 20, Gabe Goodwin, coming down to make the tackle for the Wolverines.
So it'll be first down and 10 for the Eagles. It's like at their own 26-yard line. They trail our Wolverines with 3:59 left to go here in the third quarter, 45-17. 2 wideouts, top of the formation for the Eagle offense. Empty backfield. Now they start in motion. Look like the quarterback's looking to pass. He's trying to set up something for the far sideline. Avoided a couple of tackles. Going to get a pretty decent yardage on that, up to about the 35. That's a gain of like about 9 yards. It'll be second down and short.
It's number 1, Braylon Blanton, again on the reception for the Eagles.
3:30 left to go in the third. Clock moving. 2 wideouts now to the near side. Empty backfield. Now they start winning motion. A low snap. Ball's on the ground. Quarterback is going to be dragged down around the 30 for a loss. A low snap. Ball seemed like it stayed on the ground a long time, but the quarterback was able to pick it up in a loss of 5 yards.
It's number 61 tonight, normally number 72, Gunnar Atkinson, in to bring him down in the backfield.
So it'll be third down and looks like about 7 to go for the Eagles. 2:50 now, and the clock moving to go in the third quarter. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the boundary up top. Quarterback in the gun. Third down and 6. Takes the snap. Rolls out to the near side looking to pass, and he is going to be dragged down again for another loss inside the 25.
Number 21, Jalen Robertson, in to bring him down for the loss.
I tell you, Morgan, a lot of times this defense look like they're just shot out of a cannon. They're getting in the offensive backfield very quickly.
What I'm loving to watch is our front 3 on the defensive line look like they're hunters stalking their prey. When they get to the line and get down on a knee waiting on that offensive line to set up, and then they're just shot out of there.
My goodness. In punt formation now as the Eagles, we have 1 safety back deep at about our own 40-yard line. 1:50, the clock moving to go in the third quarter. And it looks like a timeout is going to be called by Chesnee, and that'll give us an opportunity to hear from some of our sponsors. You're listening to Wolverine Football on the Wolverine Sport Network.
Abrams Construction. Visit abramsllc.com to plan your new custom home or renovation project. That's abramsllc.com. Allstate Insurance. Alex Davis. Alex Davis is a graduate of Woodruff High School and a member of the 1991 Upper State Championship football team. He is now an Allstate agent with more than 20 years of experience. Please reach out to our alumni and Allstate agent, Alex Davis, for all of your insurance needs at alexdavis@allstate.com. Davis Auto Sales of Woodruff. We have served the community for 30 years, selling more than 70,000 trucks, cars, and SUVs.
Back at W.R. Warner Stadium in punt formation is the Eagles. 1:48 left to go here in the third. Snap is back, kick is up. It's a short, high kick. It's going to be brought in on the run. My goodness. Going to mark him at around the 41-yard line on the Eagles side of the 50. Wolverines have rushed for 296 yards. That's a season high in this game, and we still have a quarter to go.
Yeah, as Mr. Rickson Lane mentioned, we rushed for 254 last week. Chesnee is being held to 59 yards rushing so far, a testament to our defense.
Yes, absolutely. First down and 10 for the Wolverines. Two wideouts near side, one to the field side up top. Davis in the gun takes a snap. Going to hand off to, it looks like Bird in the backfield. He gets inside the 40 to around the 38 to make a gain of 4 yards. I think that's Bird that's in there.
Be brought down by number 50 for the Eagles, Harrison Cannon.
Second down and 6 for the Wolverine offense. Now it's our turn to use a lot of that play clock. Two wideouts to the near side, one to the top of the formation. Going to set up something to Renfro here on the near sideline. He's just shy of the 30-yard line. It's either going to mark him around the 31. It's going to be a gain of 7 yards. That should be enough for a Wolverine first down.
Down to 42.9 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Two wide out. Now they flipped the formation. Two wide outs top of the formation. One wide to the near side is Curtis Bell. Bird remains in at tailback to the right of Connor Davis. Down to 10 seconds on the play clock. Clock moving. Davis takes a snap. Going to hand off to Bird. Big hole up the middle. Pushes forward inside the 25 to about the 24. It's going to be a gain of 7 yards. It'll be second down and 3 for the Wolverines, and that's going to be the final play of the third quarter. You're listening to Wolverine Football on the Woodruff Wolverine Sports Network.
ESS Industrial. At ESS Industrial, we create value by moving metal. Let us bring a total solution for all of your rigging, equipment, recycling, and storage needs. Go Wolverines! Davis Auto Sales of Woodruff. We have served the community for 30 years, selling more than 70,000 trucks, cars, and SUVs. Come see us for your automotive needs. Located at 701 North Main Street, Woodruff, where you are treated like a friend and not just another customer. Financing available. Woodruff Federal Savings and Loan. Are you ready to secure your financial future? For over 90 years, Woodruff Federal customers have experienced personalized banking services from home financing to savings. Visit woodruffederal.com or call 864-476-8144 to secure your financial future today.
Chesnee defense back out on the field. It'll be 2nd down and 3 to go for the Wolverines as we start the 3rd quarter. Connor Davis brings the offense out. Bird remains in at tailback. He'll be to the left of Davis and the gun. 2 wideouts to the near side. Wolverines leading 45-17 after 3. Going to fake the Bird. Davis rolls out to the near side. He's got a wide open Renfro who goes into the end zone for the score. Caught the ball at around the 8-yard line and went, I think one player may have touched him before he got to the end zone.
He made a great cut, Tom, back into the inside of the field and was able to go into the end zone pretty much untouched once that player reached out and it looked like he was giving him a high five for the touchdown. a great pass and catch there for Rylan Renfro.
Again, strength and conditioning, I think, has really shown here in this 3rd quarter and into the 4th quarter. Point after attempt to come, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 11:50 left to go in this game, Wolverines leading 52-17 against the Chesnee Eagles. You listen to Wolverine football on the Woodruff Wolverine Sports Network.
Rand Wilson, Woodruff State Farm agent. Rand Wilson with State Farm, your trusted Woodruff State Farm agent for more than 42 years. Stop by 210 Gregory Street for a home and auto quote and receive a bundle. Call 864-476-2725. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Zaxby's of Roebuck. Swing into Zaxby's of Roebuck before or after the game today. Located on Highway 221 in Roebuck, make Zaxby's the perfect stop to feed your family or team. The great taste of Zaxby's chicken fingers and buffalo wings will be a touchdown for all Wolverines. Zaxby's of Roebuck is a proud supporter of Woodruff High School football.
11:50 left to go in this 4th quarter. Wolverines on the board after a 4-play drive that lasted 1 minute and 38 seconds. Wolverines with a 52-17 lead against the Chesnee Eagles on the Battle of 221 here at W.L. Varner Stadium. Now we'll be kicking off left to right. Joshua Ruiz kicking to 2 safeties deep inside the 10-yard line. Whistle blows. Ruiz approaches the ball. Kick is in the air. It's a short kick. Be pulled in and around the 30-yard line up to the 40, and that's going to be about it. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Eagles at their own 40-yard line.
Tackle in there by number 35, Jordan Hood. 36, Gray Smith for the Wolverines.
And Morgan, I think we have a running clock probably for the rest of this game. Down to 11:20, clock still moving. 2 wideouts to the near side for the Eagles. Wolverines with a 52-17 lead. Going to hand off on an end around. It's going to be dragged down for a loss of about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and long for the Eagles.
It's number 40, Adrian Hill, coming in from the far side of the line for this Wolverine defense, able to track him down and pull him down for a loss.
2nd down and looks like about 14 for the Eagles. Now 11 minutes left to go here in the 4th. 2 wideouts to the near side, otherwise tight formation for the Eagles. Empty backfield. Now they start one in motion. Looks like the quarterback's looking to pass. He got number 1 open on the near side. He's forced out of bounds just shy of the 45 and around the 44-yard line.
It's going to be number 8, Damaris Baxley, in on the tackle for the Wolverines.
It's going to be 3rd down and looks like around 5 to go for a 1st down for the Eagles. 10:20 left to go in this game. Clock moving.
3rd down at the 44.
3rd down and 5 for the Eagles. Empty backfield. 2 wideouts to the near side. Now they start number 2 in motion. Thrown over the middle. Had an open receiver in that zone by number 10, but overthrew him. It's going to be 4th down and 5.
Pass intended for Max Cantrell for the Eagles, just outside of his outstretched arms.
Punt team comes on for the Eagles. We have 1 safety deep. That's Barnaby for the Wolverines. Settle in at around our 20-yard line for this punt. Number 13, Bryce Horton to kick for the Eagles. Snap is back. Kick is away. It's a high kick. It's going to be called at around the 30-yard line by Barnaby. Still on his feet. Just shy of the 40-yard line. Tell you, Morgan Barnaby is not afraid to come up and get that ball and push forward.
No, he's not, Tom. Just got some information. Connor Davis is 4 of 10 passing, or was 4 of 10 passing in the first half for 62 yards and 1 touchdown. So far in the second half, he's 3 of 3 for 46 yards and 1 touchdown.
Wolverines will have it 1st down and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Wolverines with 9:50 left to go here in the 4th, with a 52-17 lead against the Chesnee Eagles. 2 wideouts, top of the formation. Like Bird remains in at tailback, going to hand off to him. A little stutter step in the backfield, falls forward close to the 40. Gain of a couple, which they 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, Tom, as we mentioned before, this is where we start to see some of your second string guys coming in, getting some experience. It's great to see Aiden Gibson over here on the sideline kind of coaching him through the cuts that he needs to make.
2 wideouts near side, 1 to the top now. Little fake the Bird, throw it over the middle to Cam Taylor. A little bit late turning around, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
Connor Davis flashing his arm strength there just a little bit, trying to get that ball through a window, and just got on Cam Taylor a little bit quicker than he was prepared for.
Yeah, Cam Taylor looked around. I think the ball was right at him, and he just couldn't get his hands up quick enough to get to it. 3rd down and 8 for the Wolverines. 3 wideouts, top of the formation. One wide out to the near side. Davis in the gun. Bird to his right. Snap, looking to pass. Trying to set up something to Bird on this near sideline. He's out in space, just shy of the 50-yard line, but that's going to be enough for a Wolverine 1st down, a gain of about 8. Actually, they're going to mark him short by about a yard.
Yeah, great cutback there by Bird to get back up the field. We'll call it 4th down and about a yard, a little over a yard.
Clock moving with 8:50 left to go here in the 4th. Wolverines with a 52-17 lead here on youth night at W.R. Warner Stadium. Davis in the gun, going to hand off to Bird. A big hole right side, pushes forward into Chesnee territory. Ball be marked at around the 47-yard line. It's going to be enough for a Wolverine 1st down, a gain of 4.
Got a new center in, number 65, Cole Lancaster for the Wolverines.
1st down and 10. Clock moving with 8:20 left to go here in the 4th. Davis in the gun. They're going to hand off again to Bird. He's got a burst of speed inside the 30-yard line, a gain of 18 yards, enough for a Wolverine 1st down.
Yeah, great job again as we're starting to see some second string guys coming in, still getting a really good push on that offensive line, creating that hole for Bird to get through.
And again, I hate to keep harping on it, but this strength and conditioning looks like it is really paying off here, particularly in this 4th quarter.
Yes, Wolverines are coming in, still standing up tall, looking fresh. And Chesnee, as a lot of opponents have done, have got hands on hips, kind of looking tired deep in this game.
First down and 10 for the Wolverines at the Chesnee 29-yard line. They're going to hand off again to Bird. Stutter step in the backfield, avoids the tackler. 3 or 4 more tacklers. Still pushing the pile forward down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 15 yards for Bird.
Nothing better, Tom, than looking down on the sideline and seeing all these teammates, these Wolverines teams, his first-team guys cheering on R.J. Bird as he's running down the field and making cuts and making people miss. The support that this team gives each other is awesome. That
was a really tremendous run by Bird. He was almost tackled in the backfield and did a couple of avoided tackles and a 15-yard gain for a first down. First down and 10 at the Chesnee 15-yard line. Again, high snap, and he's going to be, I think the high snap kind of threw that play off, and it's going to be a loss of about 3 yards.
Number 6, Passaro coming in, flying through the line. Looked like he had the count time just right and was able to come in and drop Bird for a loss.
Bird remains in at tailback. He'll be to the left of Connor Davis.
That was the first so far as
tremendous game. Now Bird going to hand off to him again, trying to get to the outside. A couple of tackles had him look like in the backfield, and he gets off just short of the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long.
Wolverine offense continuing to move the ball well, but controlling the clock here as we get deep in the 4th quarter.
Now under 6 minutes left to go in this game. 2 wideouts, top of the formation. Now they bring Curtis Bell back in. He'll move over to the left side. There'll be 3 receivers over there. Number 36, Gray Smith, is wide to the near side. Now they switch 2-by-2 set for the offense. 3rd down and 12, looking to pass, trying to set up something on the far sideline. Looked like a flag came out. He got in the end zone for the score, but I think it's all coming back. Flag was thrown at the line of scrimmage.
That was number 17, Curtis Bell, that went into the end zone for the Wolverines score. Looks like a illegal motion.
Yeah, that'll back us up 5 yards. It'll be now 3rd down and 17.
That's the 10th penalty on the Wolverines tonight for a total of 86 yards.
And Morgan, we've gotten so much better in the second half.
Oh, a lot better in the second
penalties.
half. Yes.
That's adjustments we always talk about.
I think we had 8. I think we've had 8 in the first half, only 2 in the second half. So a much better second half.
Now 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 up top. Bird remains in at tailback to the right of Connor Davis. Good protection, looking to pass those over the middle. Receiver fell down, but no flag came out. I think he was trying to make his cut, and just fell making the cut. It's going to be 4th down and long.
Pass intended for number 17, Curtis Bell, on the far sideline. Going to bring Tranquilino in to attempt another field goal.
It should be around a 37-yarder. Looks like they're going to place it down at the 27.
This should be his 3rd attempt on the season. 2 for 2 so far this year. 1 so far in the first half of this game.
And I think we're going to actually run out of time. I think the coaches were saying we didn't reset the play clock. And
they're going to
Coach Sloan is
pick up the flag.
Yeah. Just ask some of these fans here. They'll
if you can't hear them through our microphones, they're being very vocal. And they are going to back the Wolverines up.
Yep. So it'll be set up at the 33-yard line, 34-yard line. There'll be a 44-yard attempt for Tranquilino. Snap is back. Kick is up. Looks like it's got the distance just a little short. Looks like it was on line, but it fell a little short. So the Eagles will take over on the missed field goal with 5:17 left to go in this one.
Yeah, great attempt there. It fell about a yard short. Maybe it was dead on line, and just looked like he might have gotten under it just a little bit. But a great attempt there by Tranquilino, excuse me.
So it'll be first down and 10 for the Eagles at their own 20-yard line.
If you in the second half, if you take away the touchdown drive that Chesnee has, Chesnee has only gained 3 yards so far this second half.
My goodness, what an incredible job these defensive players and this defensive staff have done putting this squad together. All season they've done just a tremendous job.
Yes, Wolverine defense and offense have just done a fantastic job. The defense, I would put up really against anybody. Our DBs as we mentioned earlier, was a question mark at the beginning of the season. They've done a great job coming on strong and breaking up passes. The run defense that this Woodruff Wolverine team has, I haven't looked at the stats, but has got to be ranked as one of the best in the entire state.
It has to be. It really does. Defense comes out on the field for the Wolverines. Here comes the offense for the Eagles. 5:17 left to go in this one. Wolverines with a 52-17 lead against the Chesnee Eagles. Going to hand off to the tailback. He's out in space, trying to get to the far sideline. We're going to drag him down after a gain of close to 5 yards. We'll say second down and 5.
Going to be tackled by number 9, Graybill, on the far sideline.
Now inside 5 minutes left to go in this one. Going to hand off on a end around, and he's going to be dragged down for a loss. They're going to spot him, looks like right at the 25-yard line. So we'll say no gain on that. We'll say third down and 5.
Tackle led there by number 9, Sean Graybill, but I counted 5 Wolverine defenders that swallowed him up. Graybill coming off to take a quick breather. Number 21, Jalen Robertson, coming in to replace him.
Clock moving now, 4:15, and the clock continues to move. Third down and 5 for the Chesnee offense. Cover 2 by the Wolverine defense. Quarterback's going to take the snap, rolls out to the far sideline. He's out in space, got some speed. He's going to be forced out of bounds shy of the 40-yard line. Going to mark him right at the 37-yard line, but that's going to be enough for an Eagle first down.
Number 21, Jalen Robertson, chasing him down and forcing him out of bounds.
Clock stopped now with 3:53 left to go in this one. Wolverines with a comfortable lead against the Chesnee Eagles, 52-17. In the 51st meeting of the Battle of 221 here at W.L. Varner Stadium on Youth Night. First down and 10 for the Eagles. Going to hand off again to the tailback on the end around, and missed a tackle, but he's going to get right at the marker. I think they're going to give it to him. That's going to be a 10-yard gain and enough for an Eagle first down.
Again, number 21, Jalen Robertson, coming in to make the tackle. Number 40, Adrian Hill, checking back into the game as Gunnar Atkinson comes off to take a breather.
First down and 10 for the Eagles at their own 48-yard line. Again, they come out of the huddle, getting a play, coming in with a wide out for each play. 2 wide outs to the near side. Inside 3:30 left to go in this one. Going to hand off in a little misdirection in the backfield, a little stutter step, and the back going to be right at the marker, maybe a yard short, a yard and a half. Be second down and short.
Referees potentially missing a holding call out here on number 19, Jackson Richard, but nonetheless, Wolverines were able to bring them down.
Right at the 45-yard line on the Woodruff side of the 50. Second down and 2. Now inside 2:50 left to go in this one. One wide out to each side of the formation for the Eagle offense. Empty backfield. Quarterback's going to take the snap. Hand off to number 23 on a pitch around, and he is actually, looks like he's going to lose about 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Met there on the far side by number 10, Trayvon Lee, and number 42, Landon Johnson for the Wolverines.
Clock continues to move. Now inside 2:15 left to go in this one. Wolverines leading 52-17 against the Chesnee Eagles. 2 safeties high for the Wolverine defense. Two wide outs to the top of the formation. Somebody needs to slide over there. Now they do. Going to hand off to number 6 on an end around. He's got the first down inside the 40 at about the 38, 39-yard line. It's going to be enough for an Eagle first down.
Number 40, Adrian Hill, in on the tackle for the Wolverines.
First down and 10 for the Eagles at hour 39. Inside 1:30 left to go in this one. Wolverines again with a 52-17 lead against the Chesnee Eagles. Empty backfield. Now the ball's on the ground, and it's still on the ground. Did they get it back? It looks like they did, but a big loss back to the Eagle 47-yard line. It's going to be a loss of about 14 yards. Now inside a minute. Clock continuing to move. Second down and long. Second down, and looks like it could be around 25, 24 yards to go. We may have one more play to go in this ball game with the Wolverines with a commanding 52-17 lead here against the Chesnee Eagles. Going to hand off to number 23 in the backfield, trying to get to the far sideline. He's going to gain about 2 or 3 yards, but it's still going to be 3rd down and long. And that is going to be the last play of this game. So Battle of 221, the 51st edition, is over here at W.L. Varner Stadium. Wolverines with a commanding 52-17 lead on this one. Final thoughts on this game, Morgan?
Tom, a really good game from start to finish. Wolverines made a great adjustment at halftime on eliminating penalties in the second half. As we mentioned, only had 2 in the second half. This is from information that Mr. Rickson Lane gave us. This is the most points that we have scored versus Chesnee since 1984, where we scored 58 points. And it's the biggest margin of victory versus Chesnee since 2018, where we had a 44-0 victory. Wolverines just came out and did what they needed to do tonight against a tough 3-1 team entering the game tonight. Very proud of the Wolverines, how we played on both sides of the ball, as well as our special teams.
Absolutely, and as I remember last year, the game between these two teams, it was kind of close toward the end of the game, and Woodruff kind of pulled away at the end. But again, offensively and defensively, the Wolverines just had it going tonight. They really did. They scored, and the defense as usual, did a tremendous job.
Yeah, defense, again, led by Sean Graybill. Jalen Robertson just clogged up the middle. They weren't going to get anything going on the running attack. Wolverine offense, Connor Davis continues to progress each week. Aiden Gibson, a tremendous night, as well as Jalen Lyles, just really moving the ball. Both of them had over 100 yards. Just another really good win, really good offensive performance. The defense, it just is what it is. You know what you're going to expect every week. They are going to make it very, very hard on you every night. But the offense continues to get better and better each week. Yeah,
we had to have we had to have over 300 yards rushing, because at one point, and we still, early in the fourth quarter, we had 296. So, again, what a tremendous job on the running the ball, and again passing. Just an all-around good effort. So we appreciate everybody being with us. And next Friday we travel to Wren High School. We'll face them. And again tonight, Wolverines go to 5-0 in the 2025 season with a 52-17 win against the Chesnee Eagles in the 51st edition of the Battle of 221. Morgan, thank you for being here. And again, Rickson stepped out of the booth, but I want to thank him for being here and keeping us up with stats. So hope everybody will be with us again next Friday as we take on Wren over at their place. And Wolverines will be 5-0 leading into that game. And hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll see you next Friday.